get fired, he says. U.S. health officials are setting the stage for a national COVID vaccination campaign for younger children, inviting state officials to pre-order doses starting next week. In meetings scheduled in the next 3 weeks, federal officials plan to discuss making shots made by one manufacturer, Pfizer, available for kids ages 5 to 11. Encouraging reports on the economy and solid corporate earnings reports helped push the major Wall Street indexes higher. The Dow adding 382 points to S&P 500, up 33. The NASDAQ closed 74 points higher. This is ABC News.
How's your cell phone coverage? How's your cell phone bill? You know, a lot of big carriers overcharge you for unlimited data. They brag about coverage, but that's only if you live in the city. This is Greg Akagi. I've been an agriculture director for over 20 years, and I know what people outside the city need. Pure Talk. Pure Talk gives you great 5G coverage for about half of what Verizon, AT&T, and T-Mobile charge you. The average family saves over $800 a year. You can keep your number and keep your phone, or save on the latest iPhones and Androids. Unlimited talk, text, and 6 gigs of data is just $30 a month. Or if you want unlimited data, you can still save a fortune. With their U.S.-based customer service, I believe in the way Pure Talk treats their customers. Plus, they have a 30-day risk-free guarantee, so you literally have nothing to lose. From your cell phone, dial pound 250 and say half off, and you'll save 50% off your first month. That's pound 250 and say half off.
Even if some things are costing more, Americans are apparently not asking how much. ABC's Sherry Preston.
From grocery stores to car lots to restaurants, global supply chain problems are slowing the flow of goods and causing prices to rise. Retail sales grew a seasonally adjusted 0.7% in September compared to August, with no sign yet that people are pulling back on spending.
More optimism. ABC's Jim Ryan.
United Airlines is making a big bet on foreign travel. It's unveiled plans to add 5 new international destinations just in time for next year's summer vacation season. Amman, Jordan, Mallorca, Spain, and the Canary Islands will soon be on the roster.
A longtime British politician stabbed to death in cold blood. Police say it happened as David Amos was having a routine meeting with his constituents at a church in eastern England. Essex Police Chief Constable Ben Julian Harrington.
It will be for investigators to determine whether or not this is a terrorist incident. But as always, they will keep an open mind.
Lionel Moise, ABC News.
Good evening. It's 6:04, 4:06. I'm Willie Mayo in the KOFO newsroom with this hour's top stories. To say that Ottawa High School is fortunate to have Kelly Whitaker as a principal would be an understatement. Whitaker has won a national award through Renaissance. Superintendent Dr. Ryan Cobbs.
Kelly Whitaker, recognized nationally by the Renaissance program as the faculty of the month. So across the nation, she was the most decorated principal in the United States, and we are lucky to have her here in Ottawa. She's an amazing asset to our community, to our high school, to our district, and does amazing things for our kids. So congratulations to Mrs. Whitaker on her recognition as the Renaissance National Faculty Member of the Month.
Whitaker says the Renaissance program has completely transformed who she is as a leader, providing structure to guide students and faculty by making the school the best it can be and celebrate both students and staff. She says the program has transformed the culture and climate of Ottawa High through the 5 R's: respect, recognize, reward, reinforce, and results. Congratulations, Ms. Whitaker. The City of Garnett will hold a free of charge brush-only pickup service for all City of Garnett refuse customers starting Monday. Brush to be accepted includes tree limbs, yard, and garden debris only. No refuse. Trash or household items will be allowed to be mixed in with the brush. If such items are bagged or piled together with brush, then all contents provided for the pickup will not be removed. The city will dispose of the brush at the city-owned burn site, specifically for tree limbs, yard, and garden debris. Brush to be piled near the alley or curbside near where weekly trash is picked up. City crews will begin on Monday on the north side of the city, working their way south until the entire city has been covered. They will not return to an area once they have been by. Please have your brush-only items ready for pickup as early as possible. Now for the exclusive KOFO Weather Center forecast. Tonight clear with a low of 39. Tomorrow sunny with a high of 65. Tomorrow night clear with a low of 41. Sunday sunny with a high of 73. Sunday night clear with a low of 45. Monday sunny with a high of 72. Monday night partly clear with a low of 52. Tuesday, sunny with a high of 74. Tuesday night, mostly clear with a low of 52. Wednesday, mostly sunny with a high of 69. Wednesday night, mostly clear with a low of 49. I'm William Mayo, KOFO News.
It's time now for Friday Night Lights on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO with your host,
Yes!
Bob Johnson.
That boy is good. Good and terrible.
Oh, good evening, everybody. We are riding on the end of a lightning bolt tonight, baby, as we get ready to bring you Week 7 action of high school football here on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO and KOFO.com. Welcome into Friday Night Lights. I am Bob Johnson, and we have a list of games going on in the KOFO listening area that we will keep you apprised of, if you will, and let you know what's going on as the evening progresses. And all these scores will be able to be found on the KOFO website by clicking, first of all, opening your web browser. Let's back it up. Open that web browser up. Safari, Firefox, Edge, Mosaic, Netscape Navigator. I don't care what you're using. Go to KOFO.com. At the top, you're going to see a little red link that says Sports. It's spelled correctly. It doesn't say Sprots. It says Sports. Click on that, and then you're going to be taken to the KOFO Sports page. And you scroll down just a little bit, you're going to see a little logo that says Sports Scores. You can find all the finals there tonight when the games are finished, and you'll get updates on all of those on KOFO News tomorrow morning with KOFO Sports. Plus, we'll have the updates also. We'll have these games, some of them at least, the two games we're broadcasting. We'll have wrap-ups on the Kansas High School Scoreboard Show that follows at 10 o'clock tonight here on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO. KOFO.com will not get the Scoreboard Show, unfortunately. But that's okay. Eric Peterson, your host. And so now that we've got all the shameless plugs out of our way, we're going to get into the action here this evening as we're starting to get close. We're inching, crawling on our hands and knees to getting to the state playoff time. And we're just a couple weeks away from that. So a lot of games with a lot of teams trying to get themselves in better position. Some needing to win districts to move on into the brackets. And while 4A, I'm looking at you especially, everybody into the pool. You just got to find out who's going to be the get your best seating that you can so you can try to move on and meet in that championship game coming up in November. We do have one game, though, that will not be taking place tonight. When we were getting the schedule ready, putting it together, seeing, hey, who in the KOFO listening area is playing this week, there is a last-minute change. So the Altoona Midway at Waverly game tonight, well, it's
Closed.
no game tonight for Altoona Midway and Waverly, as that one is closed. So, what is going to take place tonight? Well, I'm glad you asked, because I'm going to tell you right now. And we're going to start out here on the mothership, as this week this is a matchup between two teams who have had their ups and downs all season long, as Louisburg, the Wildcats, come to Steve Grogan Stadium for senior night. Louisburg 3-3 on the season. Ottawa High is at 2-4. Ottawa High last week was looking to win their second straight game of the season, but they fell short to Eudora 35-7. Cyclones offense not able to get much accomplished against a Eudora team that had control for a good portion of that game last week. The Louisburg Wildcats picked up their second straight win last week over Bonner Springs, 29-7. The Wildcats, who are perennial powerhouses in the area football scene, have had their struggles this season. And this game has a little bit of meaning behind it, as we mentioned in the open. Each team trying to better their playoff position in the bracket. And with just this week and next to play in this regular season on the 4A side. Both teams looking to get in better position. Louisburg rolled to a victory last year over Ottawa 35-7. Cyclones would like nothing more than to knock off this dangerous Wildcat team here on senior night. The last time Ottawa High beat Louisburg, any guesses? Any? 2016. That's when the Cyclones whipped the Wildcats 48-28. Gary Bateman will join us in about a little over 9 minutes from now to discuss this one on Friday Night Lights. He'll take the air with Cyclone pregame around 6:40, and kickoff will be at 7 on 103.7 FM, 1220 AM, KOFO, and KOFO.com. The KOFO Game of the Week features two teams trying to find their way into the state playoff bracket. After 2 straight wins by the Central Heights Vikings, they found themselves as cat treats last week as they lost to the Linden Tigers 48-0. The secret to stopping the Vikings? Well, it's stopping the offense. In the Vikings' 2 losses this season, the offense has been shut out. The defense has struggled as they've given up 101 points in those 2 losses also. Uniontown come into tonight's action after winning 2 in a row. Uniontown started out at 1-2, but the Eagles have circled the wagons, and nobody circles those wagons better than the Buffalo Bills and Uniontown. And they've gone 2-1 in their last 3 games. Uniontown, like so many area teams this season, has found themselves with a little bit of a Jekyll and Hyde personality. Just like with the Vikings, when the offense is clicking, Uniontown's putting up at least 30-plus a game. When the offense is misfiring, the team has averaged 4 points a game. So that's not going to cut it. Not at all. Uniontown knocked off the Vikings last season 25-14. As Uniontown is 3-3, the Vikings are 3-2. And Luke Queen is down at Central Heights tonight with his band of followers, traveling band of followers and worshipers with signs and confetti. I think there may be even some glitter involved. Who knows? But he has the call tonight. Pregame starts at 6:50. Kickoff follows at 7. This one is exclusively on KOFO.com. We'll also speak with Luke here in just a few minutes to give a deeper preview of that matchup. In other area action tonight, and this one is going to be a good one. I am looking forward to keeping track of this one as the 5-1 Humboldt Cubs are in Wellsville to take on the 6-0 Eagles as the Eagles continue to roll through the competition as they destroyed previously unbeaten Osage City last week 35-12. The Eagles' offense and defense continues to fly high as they've beaten their competition by multiple scores in every game this season. The defense, they continue their strong play. They only have allowed 14 or less so far this season in every game. The Eagles' opponent this evening, the Humboldt Cubs, well, they've reeled off 5 straight wins since dropping their first game of the season. Humboldt last week shot down Jayhawk Lynn 62-18. The Cubs have blown out their competition in 4 of their 5 wins, but they'll find themselves in a tough spot against a buzzsaw that is this Wellsville team this season. Wellsville tamed the Kitties from Humboldt last season by a score of 47-14. That one will kick off at 7 o'clock, and we'll keep you up to date on that one as those scores become available. West Franklin and Jayhawk Lynn are tonight in Mound City. The West Franklin Falcons 0-5, Jayhawk Lynn at 1-4. The Wellsville Falcons come into tonight's contest having dropped their first 5 games of the 2021 season, and they have lost 7 straight if you go all the way back to last season. West Franklin's last win came a year ago this week when they defeated tonight's opponent, Jayhawk Lynn, by the score of 48-20. Will history repeat itself? Well, we'll have to see. Definitely, if the Falcons could put 48 points on the board, I would think so. 48 points would be welcomed by West Franklin as the highest offensive point total this season for the Falcons. 20 in one game. Just 20 points in one game. Jayhawk Lynn has lost 3 straight games heading into tonight's matchup. Their only win on the season was back on September 17th when they beat Baxter Springs 30-18. Those 30 points scored by Jayhawk Lynn, the highest point total in any game for the Jayhawks in a game so far this season. These two struggling.
I couldn't care less about the team struggling.
Thanks, Joe. Offense will take the field at 7 in Mound City tonight. 3-3 Paola's on the road taking on the 3-3 Eudora Cardinals in another 4A matchup to better each and every team to try to climb up and get the best position possible as these two 3-3 teams clash in Eudora, and the Panthers look to claw their way to a victory over those Cardinals. The game, again, with seeding implications in the state playoff bracket for 4A, and both sides looking to keep some positive momentum going heading into this final stretch of the 2021 season. The Panthers last week went to Piper. They gouged out a 24-19 victory against a very tough Piper Pirates squad, while Eudora handled their business with Ottawa High 35-7 last week. Eudora is 2-1 this season at home, while Paola is 1-2 on the road. And these two will grapple tonight again in Eudora at 7 o'clock, and we'll keep you up to date on that one as those scores become available. And finally, before we get ready to head to break, 0-5 Osawatomie. The Trojans 0-5. They are taking on the Bishop Ward Cyclones 3-3 tonight in Kansas City, Kansas. Osawatomie has lost their last 8, going all the way back to last season. Last win came on October 16th last year when they conquered tonight's opponent, the Bishop Ward Cyclones, 38-35. What a coincidence. A second game that we're covering tonight that has kind of got that same situation going on. The Trojans have been shut out twice this season, and they've managed to score only 56 total points this season. So 5 games, 56 points, just a little over 10 points a game for the Trojans. Bishop Ward, they've won 2 in a row, including their thumping of the Baldwin Bulldogs last week, 34-6. After dropping 3 straight in the middle part of the season, the Bishop Ward Cyclones have righted the ship, and they look to blow past the Trojans and get revenge for that loss last season. And this one also kicks off at 7 o'clock tonight in Kansas City, Kansas. We'll go over the rest of the schedule in the area for this evening, but we're going to take our first break of the night. When we come back, we're going to talk with Gary Bateman. It's senior night at Steve Grogan Stadium as the Cyclones will take on the Louisburg Wildcats. We'll take a deeper dive when we return. You're listening to Friday Night Lights on 1220, 103.7 FM KOFO and KOFO.com.
Susan, it's so great to finally be able to get together again.
Oh, it sure is. And I really appreciate you picking up the bill.
I'm happy to. I've got the extra cash. Since we've all been driving so much more again, I've been using Get Upside, the free gas app that pays you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get paid cash when you buy gas with the Get Upside app?
Yes, up to 25 cents a gallon. Cash back every time I buy gas.
Does that actually add up to anything?
Some months I make $200 to $300.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the free Get Upside app now.
Download the free Get Upside app now in the App Store or Google Play to save up to 25 cents a gallon when you buy gas. Use promo code GREAT for a 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's up to 50 cents a gallon on your next fill-up. You can cash out anytime to PayPal or an e-gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Get Upside app and use promo code GREAT for a 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code GREAT.
At Napa, we keep things moving. If it has wheels and an engine, we help keep it on the road. And if it's on the road, we have parts for it. And if you need a part, you can get it fast, like same-day pickup or next-day delivery fast. At Napa, when we're not thinking about cars, we're thinking about the people who drive them. Because when it comes to serving you and our community, our motor never quits. That's Napa know-how. Same-day pickup and next-day delivery available at participating stores and on in-stock items only.
There's a lot of confusion about how to protect yourself from COVID, with guidelines and regulations changing by the week. One thing is certain, you need an accurate thermometer for your family to check for fever, the leading sign of flu and COVID. Only the Exergen Temporal Scanner Thermometer has been proven accurate in more than 100 clinical studies. Don't rely on non-contact thermometers. They have little or no scientific studies supporting them and can miss the fever that might mean COVID. Learn more at Exergen.com.
Today's job market is full of demand for skilled trade workers. Electricians, welders, mechanics, these and other trades are the backbone of every community. They're also a huge part in making sure the Army National Guard is always fulfilling its mission of service to our country and communities. Soldiers train to keep the power flowing, engines running, and supplies moving. The skilled trades these soldiers perform are the same ones needed in today's civilian workforce. Army National Guard soldiers are on the fast track to learning skills that can set them up for success at home with companies looking to hire the best. With options from plumber to helicopter mechanic and everything in between, soldiers are able to select the trades that best fit their lives. Their resumes are being built through their paid training and part-time service. Find out how you too can learn a trade profession and serve your community and country by visiting NationalGuard.com. Sponsored by the Kansas Army National Guard, aired by the Kansas Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Friday Night Lights continues here on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO, KOFO.com. As we get you ready for tonight's high school football action. And we can't do that without first bringing on a legend, a legendary broadcaster, first ballot KOFO Hall of Famer. Jersey will be hung from the rafters here. And in all seriousness, I wanted just make this known. One of the most wonderful human beings I have had the pleasure of knowing, and I really appreciate the guidance that he has given me. Unfortunately, some of it hasn't rubbed off because I'm still awful at what I do, but I appreciate Gary taking me under his wing and working with me. We bring to you tonight Gary Bateman from Steve Grogan Stadium. Gary, how you doing this evening?
I'm doing fine, Bob. Thanks for the kind words. Hopefully something, if you did learn something from me, it has rubbed off because you're a fine broadcaster in your own right. So, like I said, I appreciate the kind words, and let's talk a little bit about this ball game tonight.
This should be a fantastic game. You've got two teams who have had some ups and downs, and Ottawa High really was starting to feel some momentum. Unfortunately, last week just couldn't get over the hump against Eudora. Eudora really kind of jumped on it early. What for Ottawa High? What's the mood heading into this one?
Well, still upbeat from the standpoint that this team is improving every week. The difficulty is that they've got too many guys going both ways. Injuries to some extent have caused that, and last week the defense was just out on the field far too much. Offense had a great drive to open the ball game. They took it 82 yards for the score, and then after that, with the exception of a Colin Creech interception, the defense they couldn't stop Eudora consistently enough to keep the Cyclones in the ball game. The offense, while it didn't completely, go in the tank, it was stalled somewhat, and Coach Walt Alexander talked about that in the pregame interview that we'll have later on, about how the Cyclones pretty much stopped themselves. It wasn't so much that Eudora stopped them; the Cyclones stopped themselves.
Louisburg, who is usually right up there when it comes to powerhouses, really, in this area for football, have kind of stumbled this year and are at 500. What's been the difference this year for the Wildcats?
Well, it's a young team, especially at some of the skill positions. They've got a sophomore quarterback in Declan Battle. They've got running backs in Isaiah Whitley, who's a junior. Also, Caden Kaplinger, who is a sophomore. Ashton Moore is a freshman. Now, these are good players, certainly, but they're young, and sometimes it takes a while to kind of gel in those situations. And the Wildcats have been showing that they are gelling at the right time, picking up wins in their last 2 ball games, but still just 3-3, and I think this will be a good ball game here this evening.
What's it going to take for Ottawa High to come away with a victory here? To me, for the Cyclones, they're going to obviously have to eliminate the mistakes, but also they're going to have to just kind of hold their ground a little bit. There's going to be some adversity. You just stay strong.
Yeah, I think that's a good point, Bob. The thing that you want to do here is to not get down early. And, the longer this team stays in the game, the more confidence they're going to have, and the more they're going to make Louisburg think about it. And the Wildcats have had several close ball games here this season, and I think the more that you get in their heads and make them think about it a little bit, I think the better chance the Cyclones have this evening of picking up a W.
It's senior night tonight, celebrating some of the Cyclone seniors on the football side. And Gary, how many seniors are there? And I guess maybe if you want to mention them, if you're able to right now.
Well, there's 14 of them on the roster, Bob, and of course that roster was put out early in the season. I'm assuming most of these people are still playing. A couple will not play tonight. Brett Hart and Tiernan Reed Cox are not suited out here, and they've been big factors for the Cyclones. Hart on offense, especially at that wide receiver spot, and Reed Cox is a great defender. He's also a kick returner for them. But the other seniors would include Colin Creech, Reese Fogel. Colin Creech, of course, plays wide receiver and defensive back. Reese Fogel is the kicker as well as being a wide receiver. Also, Noah McCullough, who has come in the last couple of years and kind of shored up the quarterback game. He's an excellent runner and can throw the football well as well. Tristan Martinez, Wyatt Sink, who's given Coach Walt Alexander some good minutes at running back here this year. Also, seniors include Cross Hornbuckle, Jared Ferguson, Hunter Sawalski, Aaron Clevenger, who moved to an offensive line position after being a running back for the first 3 years of his Cyclone career. Adam Doran, the big tackle, completes his Cyclone home schedule here tonight, most likely. The Cyclones do have an outside chance of picking up a ninth week home game, but it's an outside chance. And also then Braden Schulte is listed as a senior on the Cyclone roster. So there's 14. That's a pretty good number, and they've meant quite a bit to this program over the last several years.
Gary, what time will we start pregame tonight?
Oh, I think probably right around or close to about 6:45 or so, but between 6:40 and 6:45.
All right. Well, Gary, we'll talk to you here in a few minutes, and have a good call tonight.
Thank you, Bob. Appreciate it.
That's Gary Bateman from Steve Grogan Stadium joining us now down at Central Heights in an undisclosed location that is known as Central Heights. Yeah, did you like the irony there? That was pretty good. I like that. That was funny. Let's bring in the man who has his followers with glitter and signs and strobe lights. It's Luke Queen joining us to talk about the KOFO High School Football Game of the Week. Luke, how you doing?
I'm good, Bob. How are you this week?
I am fantastic. And speaking of fantastic, you've got two teams who have they've seen their highs and their lows, but this should be a fantastic game tonight.
It really should be, and there's a lot riding on this one. As far as when you look into seedings for the for district play here. Central Heights, this is their last district game of the season. Uniontown has district game this week and then again next week. Central Heights wins this, and then with Uniontown having a face-off against Linden next week, if Linden was to beat them, Central Heights would hold a head-to-head and could quite possibly earn a higher seed, which, put yourself into that 3-seed spot, you're hosting the 6 seed coming out of District 2 instead of playing the 4-5 game, which is usually going to be the more, statistically the tougher ball game. So Central Heights has a lot going for this one. Uniontown sits in the same way. They can control their own destiny if they go ahead and win here tonight.
For Central Heights, we talked a little bit about it here in the first segment of the program, when the offense is on, they are really a tough team to corral. But when that offense is struggling, that's where they have found themselves on the short end of the stick this year. What's going to be the key for that offense tonight against Uniontown?
It's really just to keep drives alive. They've got to get those, chunks of 4, 5, 6 yards at a time, not get themselves into third and long situations. A very, strong running attack for Central Heights. They use that first and foremost. Tony Detweiler is a very capable quarterback throwing the football, but they're a better offensive team when they control the ball, control the line of scrimmage, get, chunks taking 4 and 5 and 6 yards at a time. And then with Detweiler's ability, when he can break free, one of the quickest kids out there in open space can make people miss and can absolutely explode it. But to actually just maintain the possession is going to be the key for Central Heights tonight.
Uniontown started rough. It was 1-2, but they've gone 2-1 in their last 3. What has been the impetus of the change for Uniontown?
I part of me kind of feels like maybe it is a little bit of who they played. Northern Heights, a team that Central Heights handled with Tony Detweiler was out. Pleasanton, has one, solo win on the season and is just 1-3 here in district play. So, I really think maybe they've kind of gone through the lighter end of their schedule, where Central Heights has been playing with Linden and Olpe. Being in their schedule so far, I really think that's kind of the difference as to what's been going on over the last few weeks between these two teams.
Luke, you will take the air right around 6:50-ish or so?
Yep, that sounds good.
All right. Well, Luke, as always, you bring a je ne sais quoi to this Friday Night Lights program, and we look forward to talking to you again next week as we get ready for another KOFO high school football game of the week.
All right, sounds good. Thank you, Bob.
That is Luke Queen joining us from Central Heights as he has Uniontown taking on the Vikings in Central Heights. Let's take that final break of the evening, and when we come back, we'll wrap this one up as we'll give you the rest of the schedule and some other little nuggets of information. But first, a break. You're listening to Friday Night Lights on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO and KOFO.com.
There's a lot of confusion about how to protect yourself from COVID, with guidelines and regulations changing by the week. One thing is certain, you need an accurate thermometer for your family to check for fever, the leading sign of flu and COVID. Only the Exergen Temporal Scanner Thermometer has been proven accurate in more than 100 clinical studies. Don't rely on non-contact thermometers. They have little or no scientific study supporting them and can miss the fever that might mean COVID. Learn more at Exergen.com.
At Napa, we keep things moving. If it has wheels and an engine, we help keep it on the road. And if it's on the road, we have parts for it. And if you need a part, you can get it fast, like same-day pickup or next-day delivery fast. At Napa, when we're not thinking about cars, we're thinking about the people who drive them. Because when it comes to serving you and our community, our motor never quits. That's Napa know-how. Same-day pickup and next-day delivery available at participating stores and on in-stock items only.
If you owe the IRS back taxes, then get ready to pay up. The IRS has giant private collection agencies actively tracking down folks who owe the IRS. So if you think dodging them was stressful in the past, it's going to get a whole lot tougher. Optima Tax Relief has this advice. Don't wait. Solve your tax problems now before it's too late. Optima Tax Relief works to stop the demand letters, stop the aggressive collection actions, and stop the IRS collectors from targeting you. Ask Optima about the Fresh Start Initiative, one of the biggest breaks the IRS has ever offered. If you qualify, you could save thousands, and nobody knows this program better than they do. Optima is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, and they get results, having resolved over $1 billion of tax debt for their clients. Get a fresh start. Call today for your free consultation.
Call 800-348-0269. 800-348-0269. 800-348-0269.
Optima Tax Relief. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
What is radon? Home exposure to radon gas is the leading cause of lung cancer death in the United States for non-smokers. In Kansas, 1 in 4 homes will test at or above the EPA action level. The Surgeon General recommends all homes be tested and fixed if necessary. To test your home, check with your local agricultural extension office for an inexpensive home test kits or find a certified professional, per Kansas state law, to test during a real estate transaction. Consider building radon resistant for your new home. Call 1-800-693-5343 or visit kansasradonprogram.org for more information. Test, fix, save a life. This message brought to you by the Kansas Radon Program, the Kansas Association of Broadcasters, and this station.
And we're back here on Friday Night Lights as we get ready to wrap this one up here this evening. Things okay over there? Okay. Looked like some confusion was going on there as it's broken it. It's broken it. And no, it's not. It works. It's just, it's what it is. It's all good. As let's get you the rest of the action going on in the area, KOFO listening area for tonight. We left off with Osawatomie at Bishop Ward. Santa Fe Trail is at Baldwin tonight. Eureka at Osage City. Linden is at Centralia. Burlington is at Anderson County. Southern Coffee County, that whole part of the county is just going to uproot and go to Colony Crest here this evening. Hartford takes on Merdazine Valley. Casey Piper is at Spring Hill. And as a reminder, Altoona Midway and Waverly, it's closed. They are not playing tonight. That game is not being played tonight. So that is the rest of the schedule for in all kinds of area action for high school football. And don't forget, coming up tonight at 10 o'clock, after Ottawa High is off the air, Eric Peterson will take to the airwaves throughout the state of Kansas and bring to you the wrap-ups, the eloquent rap of all the sportscasters from all the different radio stations and all the games that they've covered. It's the Kansas High School Scoreboard Show, and you'll hear it here on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO and KOFO.com. So 10 o'clock tonight here on the Mothership. And as a reminder, no OU football tomorrow. It is a bye week. Dikembe say no football. It is a bye week. But a week from Saturday, Ottawa High will be at home to take on the Friends Falcons. That'll be their homecoming game. And that'll be a 1 o'clock kick, noon pregame, a week from this Saturday. But what will be on the air, and I want to make sure I have the times correct for soccer, it'll be Ottawa University men's and women's soccer tomorrow. So we'll have women at around noon, if my eyes do not deceive me. And then at 2:30, the men will play, and they're taking on the Bethel Threshers. Gary Bateman will be on the call, and along with Chris Hansen. I don't know why I just dropped his last name, but it does. It happens. You know what? Sometimes you get behind the mic, and things just fall apart, just like it did right there. So Gary Bateman, Chris Hansen on the call tomorrow for Ottawa University Braves soccer that you'll hear here on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO and KOFO.com. So that is that's going to kind of get us where we want to be this evening for the area action that's going to be going on. A lot of good games. A reminder, and that we ask if you are going to be traveling or going to any of these games, and you're able to, give us a call, 785-242-1220 when the games have finished, and give us a score of those games so we can make sure that we get those on the website on KOFO.com, and also for sports tomorrow morning on KOFO News, especially some of the smaller areas like Crest or Meridazine Valley, Linden, places like that where you may not be able to find the Twitter feed or things like that to pull those scores. Give us a call and provide those scores so we can make sure we get everybody up to date and provide the most updated information that we can. So that's going to wrap it up for us here this evening for Friday Night Lights as we get ready to split away. If you're listening to us on KOFO.com, you will have the KOFO High School Football Game of the Week. That will feature Uniontown at Central Heights. There will be a second feed on KOFO.com for the Ottawa High game, so the both will be there. But if you're listening, one of those will lead you to Uniontown and Central Heights, the other to the game that will be here on the mothership, Louisburg and Ottawa High. And we appreciate you joining us. We appreciate you listening to us every week here on Friday Night Lights. I want to say thanks to Lars Johnson keeping us on the air, boop, as we touch fingers. And that's going to wrap it up. We'll talk to you again next Friday night for Friday Night Lights here on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO and KOFO.com.
Stay tuned for the following special presentation from 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
KOFO, your sports source for East Central Kansas, welcomes you to this exclusive broadcast of Ottawa Cyclone football on 103.7 FM, 1220, and online at KOFO.com. Brought to you by Advent Health Ottawa, CarStar, Kansas State Bank, Quality Structure, and by Sutton's Jewelry, Vive Broadband, Dingle & Son Mortuary, and Kramer Pharmacy. Ottawa Cyclone football on KOFO is also brought to you by Adamson Brothers Heating and Cooling, Ottawa University, Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home, Arvest Bank, and by State Farm Insurance Agent Keith King, Ottawa High School, Ottawa Chiropractic Clinic, and the City of Ottawa. Now, with your Cyclone football pregame show, we head to the field and join the voice of the Cyclones, KOFO Sports Director Gary Bateman.
Good evening, everyone. From Steve Grogan Stadium on the campus of Ottawa High School, it's time for some high school football action as your Ottawa Cyclones host the Louisburg Wildcats in Frontier League play. Ottawa comes in 2-4 following their loss last week to Eudora 35-7. Louisburg, with two consecutive wins, now 3-3 on the year. They beat Bonner Springs last week, and the Wildcats look to build on that here this evening against the Cyclones. It's a perfect night for football. Finally feels like fall, temperature in the 50s. Beautiful, clear sky here at the stadium. And right now, not a whole lot of wind. We'll talk about tonight's opponent and also give you a recap of last week's game as we talk to Ottawa High School head football coach Walt Alexander. That comes your way next on Cyclone Pregame. You're listening to KOFO 1220 and 103.7 FM.
Turn care into career with Advent Health Ottawa. Clinical, non-clinical, and professional roles are waiting for the right people, and you could be one of them while earning a minimum starting pay of $14.50 per hour. Log on to careers.adventhealth.com/Ottawa today. At Advent Health Ottawa, nothing is more important than you. Ottawa High School is proud to partner with Kansas State Bank to sponsor the Ottawa High Student of the Week. Those recognized are chosen by Ottawa High staff for their outstanding performance in one or more areas, including academic achievement, student leadership, athletic performance, community outreach, school spirit, and overall modeling of positive behavior at Ottawa High School. The faculty and staff at Ottawa High are proud to have our community support the students in their chosen activities. Creating tomorrow's problem solvers today. That's Ottawa High School. Go Cyclones.
It's time to revive your internet. Get speeds all the way up to Vive 1 gig. Plus, right now we're offering internet for only $39.99 per month with free installation. Get Vive's fiber-rich internet that comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee and our local friendly staff. So revive your internet for only $39.99 per month with free installation. This is a limited time offer, so call today or visit vivebroadband.com to sign up. Offer ends 10/31/21. Modem taxes and fees extra, not available in all areas. See vivebroadband.com for additional restrictions.
And back here on Cyclone Pregame, time for our weekly conversation with Ottawa High School head football coach Walt Alexander. Last week the Cyclones dropped a 35-7 decision to Eudora, and coach started out well. That was a very impressive first drive for the Cyclones after taking that opening kickoff.
It was. I was proud of the kids. You know, we've done that like for 3 or 4 weeks in a row now. Come out and scored first on our opponent, no matter who they are. We did it to Paola, we did it to Eudora, and they're executing very well offensively. Defensively, we just kind of got where we need to be there yet. But offensively, we've done some really good things, and defensively, we're just a little bit farther behind. But kids are playing awful hard.
The offense, I wouldn't say stalled, but it didn't have the same ability to finish as it did on that first drive, and that kept the defense out on the field maybe a little bit longer than I imagine you would have liked.
Well, yeah. I mean, whenever you look at turnovers, I mean, it was 14-7, and then our defense does get a pick. You know, Colin had a great interception over there on their sideline, and we get the ball back, and we drive clear and almost to the red zone and take another 5 minutes off the clock, and then we fumble the ball. So it's not like our offense stalled necessarily. We stopped it. We stopped ourselves. So
right.
We drove all night long unless we stopped ourselves, and that was the concerning thing. And those are the things that we have to fix, because we can't turn the ball over against good teams and expect to be in the game. And we wouldn't be in the game the other night till the end without the 3 turnovers that we had.
You know, these last few ball games kind of point out how balanced the Frontier League really is this year. I think maybe you might see Spring Hill at the top of the league, but other than that, everybody else seems, and Spring Hill's had their close games too. They just beat Tonganoxie by 6, I guess. So it's a good league up and down, isn't it?
It really is, and I've always kind of looked, being over in Topeka for the last 15 years, and I've been in Kansas coaching my whole life. I've always looked at this league as a tough league, and now that I'm here, I realize it's a pretty dang tough league, and there's some good coaches, great football, a very physical league, and that's what I appreciate about the league. I like physical football, so it's right down my alley. I enjoy it. I think everybody likes to hit in this league, and that's why you see so many teams running football, and I like it.
Yeah, and I think I've seen an improvement with that with the Cyclones this season, and they're out there, they're wanting to hit somebody too.
We are. I mean, and the kids are taking a great deal of pride in playing downhill, fast and physical. That's kind of what we're trying to get them to be like, and they've come miles in that department. Being able to run the ball, and they're starting to get an identity if that's what they like to do. And I think in this league, you better do that, or you're not going to win many games. Of course, my philosophy, even with the spread up tempo offense, is to still spread it so you can run it. I'm not. I don't think you have time. I don't have enough smarts for one, or I don't have enough time, or I don't think high school coaches have enough time to sit there and really do a lot of RPOs and teach those kids exactly what unless you're with them constantly. So our kids get downhill, run the football, be physical. It's all about blocking and tackling, really, when it comes down to it, and that's the areas we're trying to improve in.
Well, one of the teams that kind of really put that in place in this league, I think the Louisburg Wildcats are tonight's opponent, and we'll talk about them coming up after our break. You're listening to Cyclone Pregame on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Want to have some fun and help your friends and neighbors at the same time? Join us next Friday for the KOFO Cancer Awareness Telethon. Call in and make your pledge, and we'll let you request a song. You pay it, we'll play it, with all donations going to the Franklin County Cancer Foundation. I just hope your speakers can handle it.
Sophia and Chris Garcia came to Arvest Bank looking to get a home loan. Let's hear what happens.
Chris and Sophia, thanks for choosing me as your lender in the Arvest Home for Me app. And now...
There's more paperwork to do.
Nope, I got the info you sent through the app. And now...
We wait to hear from someone at your main office.
No, now you're pre-qualified and ready to find your new home.
Wow.
And I'll be with you every step of the way.
That's...
helpful.
Very helpful.
Home loans made easy. Arvest Bank. Ready to help. Equal housing lender.
At a time of loss, you're already dealing with grief. The cost of a funeral service shouldn't add to it. This is Eric Price, funeral director and owner of Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Homes, providing affordable services for everyone. Find out more by visiting lamb-roberts.com.
Back here talking with Coach Walt Alexander, Cyclones opponent tonight, the Louisburg Wildcats, and Coach, this team has kind of turned it around after a kind of a rough start. You probably expected them to do that. I mean, the Wildcats are who they are, and they've been good for a long time in this league.
Yeah, they're a good football team, no question. They're physical. We got to see them at the Jamboree. Plus, I know Coach Ebenstein from, we got coached in the Shrine Bowl, but he was an assistant of mine at the Shrine Bowl, so we've got to be pretty good friends. I've got to know him real well. And I believe, he was at Washburn Rural for all those a lot of the years that I was at Topeka, so he's real familiar with things that I like to do, and I'm familiar kind of how he is, and I know he does a great job over there. They're a good football team, so we're gonna have to come ready to play for sure. I think we're capable of hanging with them without a doubt, and we're just gonna have to come play our best football and hopefully be competitive in that game.
You really probably can't tell a whole lot from your scrimmage early, before the season started, but you've seen game film. What types of things will they try to do against Ottawa?
They're going to run that quarterback. He's a great talent, a kid. They got a big, tall wide receiver. Can't remember the name off the top of his head, but number 2. They just run the ball well. They don't try to do anything fancy, and they play great defense. I mean, that's just kind of what they do. So we're going to have to execute extremely well, be patient offensively, and we better tackle on defense. And we better tackle on quarterback coming off the edge, because that's where they like to, they'll do some other things, but that's where they live and die. And that kid can throw the ball too. They have some really good pass routes, a lot of wheel routes. Got to stop the fade with the big kid out there. So we got a lot of things to stop. Obviously, they do what they do well. They're always in every game. Doesn't matter who they're playing, because they play hard. So
a running quarterback like that can throw, boy, that's a tough one to defend, isn't it?
It is. We kind of have one of those. Noah a little bit. So I mean, it makes it tough. But we're going to be all right if we tackle well. If we don't tackle well, it's going to be a long night. But we've got to get our butts to the football defensively, and we've got to be patient and take care of the ball offensively and field position, obviously, and every game's huge. So all those things considered, we have to have it go our way, or it's going to be a long night, because they're awful good.
Talked last week a little bit about seeding, and it's still important because Louisburg's just one game ahead of the Cyclones, and a bunch of teams still bunched to that 3-3, 2-4 record. We could still pick up a home game if we finish strong.
Yeah, it'd be. I've looked at it, and it's going to be tough, because we'd have to win out and get to the 4-win mark probably to get a home game, and I think that's going to be pretty tough. But not that we can't do it, but I think they said if it started today, who our opponent would be, and ironically enough, our opponent would be Louisburg.
Right.
So if it stopped in week 6, so I don't know. We don't know with 2 weeks to go, but the seeding, if you're seeded just right, you get an easy first-round playoff game. If you're seeded just wrong, Bishop Miege is going to be a pretty tough out, and they're probably going to be right around the middle of the pack too.
Right.
So I don't even pay attention to it. We just got to go play.
Right. What about injuries this week?
Well, we've been hit by it a little bit. Tiernan will be out this week with a concussion. Brett's out with his foot. That wasn't a broken foot. We don't know what happened, but he just, after we scored our last touchdown against Bonner Springs, and he just ran off the field and he dropped, and it's been black and blue and swollen, and he's been in a boot. So we think it's a tendon or ligament or something, but he thinks he should be back in about a week, we hope. Austin Curtis, of course, is still out with a broken collarbone, and then we lost Derek Gomez to a similar injury. So, we've got 4 or 5 starters out right now, but the kids haven't batted an eye, and they're practicing well, and we'll miss those guys for sure, especially for Brett and Tiernan on senior night. Nobody wants to see that. They can miss senior night, but hopefully they'll get those guys back next week.
Okay, Coach. Good luck tonight. We'll talk with you again next week.
You bet. Appreciate it.
And we're back with more on Cyclone Pregame after this timeout. You're listening to Cyclone Football on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Do you struggle with occasional nerve aches, weakness, or discomfort in your hands or feet? Try Nervive Nerve Relief from the world's #1 selling nerve care company. Nervive contains alpha-lipoic acid to relieve nerve aches, weakness, and discomfort, and B-complex vitamins to support healthy nerve function as you age. Live your life with less nerve discomfort with Nervive Nerve Relief. Learn more at nervivehealth.com.
Fall savings inside the Home Depot means something different once you get out there doing. For example, in here, it's a wide selection of Samsung laundry appliances. But out there, it's your home running like a well-oiled machine. Order in store or use one-click bundling when you order online or in the Home Depot app. And enjoy even more savings on Samsung laundry units with free and flexible delivery on orders of $396 or more at the Home Depot. How doers get more done. U.S. only while supplies last, valid September 30th through October 20th.
Sports, information, and entertainment in East Central Kansas. KOFO K279CS Ottawa, where keeping you informed comes first.
Back here at Steve Grogan Stadium as we near kickoff of this game between Ottawa and Louisburg. Our KOFO game of the week at KOFO.com tonight is a big one in Class 1A. Central Heights Vikings are hosting the Uniontown Eagles. And Central Heights, with a win tonight, would pretty much assure themselves of a playoff berth. They have one more game next week at Pleasanton. Actually, the Pleasanton win would definitely assure them of a playoff spot. But a win here tonight would go a long way toward helping the Vikings into the 1A playoffs. That is getting set to get underway here in just a few minutes on KOFO.com with Luke Queen bringing you the play-by-play call. Elsewhere, Burlington is at Anderson County tonight. Both those teams looking for their first district win in Class 3A. Eudora Cardinals are on the road at Paola tonight. Both teams 3-3 on the season. Right now, Eudora is the 5th-ranked team in Class 4A East, while Paola is number 6. Eureka is at Osage City tonight. That's a big game in that 2A district. The Indians, of course, coming off that loss last week to Wellsville, 5-1 on the year, while Eureka, the Tornadoes, are 4-2. Big ball game at Wellsville tonight, where the Eagles can clinch the 2A district with a win over the Humboldt Cubs. Cubs come in 5-1, 3-0 in district play. Wellsville 6-0 and 3-0 in district. Linden is at Centralia. That is not a district game. That is a cross-district game. The Tigers are 3-2, while Centralia comes in tonight 5-1. Osawatomie still looking for its first win of the year. They're at Kansas City Ward tonight. The Cyclones turning things around. I think this is the most wins they've had in maybe 10 seasons. They've got 3 wins to go with 3 losses, while the Trojans are 0-6. Battle on Highway 56 tonight, where the Baldwin Bulldogs host Santa Fe Trail. Baldwin is 0-5 on the year, while Santa Fe Trail 1-5 and 1-2 in the district. Tonganoxie is at Bonner Springs tonight. Tonganoxie, the 8th seeded team in Class 4A East, while Bonner Springs at 1-5 is number 15. West Franklin is at Jayhawk Lynn tonight as the Falcons look for their first win on the year. They are 0-5, while Jayhawk Lynn comes into tonight's action 1-4. Frontier League battle tonight between Piper and Spring Hill on the Broncos' home field. Piper's 4-2, and the Broncos are still undefeated. They are 6-0, and the top-ranked, top-seeded team in Class 5A East. Hartford is at Meridazine Valley in a very important 8-man district game. Hartford comes in 3-3, 2-1 in the district, while Meridazine Valley is 3-2 overall, and the Trojans are 2-0 in the district. We'll have scores from these ball games and so much more tonight on the high school football scoreboard show at 10 o'clock. Of course, we'll try to keep you up to date throughout the course of the evening on scores from those games as well. And, of course, listen tomorrow morning to the KOFO News, and we'll have that information on our newscasts. Louisburg has won the toss. They'll defer to the second half. Cyclones will receive the opening kickoff, and they will move left to right as we see it here in the first half of play. Again, not much wind to speak of right now. Earlier, it was blowing pretty well, and it was kind of an easterly wind, which we don't see much in this part of the country, and it was actually going to be helping the team moving left to right, but right now the flag pretty much still on the flagstaff across the way. And the Cyclones will receive the opening kickoff. Next week, Ottawa completes the regular season. They are at Tonganoxie for a matchup with the Chieftains. It's a 7 o'clock kick, 6:40 approximately for pregame show right here on your source for sports in East Central Kansas, 103.7 FM and 1220 KOFO. As Bob Johnson mentioned, there is no OU football game tomorrow afternoon. The Braves have a bye week, so we're going to bring you Ottawa Braves soccer instead, both for the ladies and for the guys. 12 o'clock kickoff for the ladies, 2:30 for the men, and Chris Hansen and I will be over there at Advent Hill Field to bring you the play-by-play of that doubleheader against the Bethel Threshers. Josue Navarro is the beat man for the Cyclones. Lane Riles is the kicker for Louisburg. Cyclones in those red uniforms with black outline numerals, and again, we'll apologize heading into this. Very difficult to read those numerals from up here in this press box. Hope you enjoy the action here this evening. Riles kick, high end over end kick. It'll be fielded by Navarro, and he drops it and rolls forward as a scramble for the football at about the 15-yard line. And the Cyclones managed to come away with it. That ball continued to carry, pushed Navarro back to the 5, and he had to go up for it. It hit his arms and rolled forward to the 15, and Ottawa very fortunate to come away with the football. Cyclones on 1st and 10 will go with a spread formation. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. Keeping is Noah McCullough, and he'll get it out near the 20 for a gain of 4, maybe 5.
Taking out the 19-yard line. Rudy on the top of the Wildcat.
They'll call it a 3-yard gain from the 16 to the 19, 2nd and 7.
Second down from the Cyclones. With the 19.
Handoff off the left guard and pushing the pile forward out to about the 22-23. Goes big Zion Wooden. And the Cyclones faced with a 3rd down and a short 3 coming up.
On the 23-yard line.
They'll split 2 men left and also a wingman that direction. Now they'll switch up a little bit. McCullough out of the shotgun, and we've got a whistle and a penalty flag. False start on Ottawa.
False start Cyclone, 5-yard penalty.
So instead of 3rd and 3, it's going to be 3rd and 8. Ottawa needs to reach the 26. See if this changes the play call. This time, empty backfield. Man comes in motion right. Fake into the line. McCullough has time. Throws it down the middle. Pass is tipped and nearly intercepted. McCullough threw into traffic and was fortunate that ball was not picked off. So it'll be 4th and long. And the Cyclone punt unit comes on. Colby Katow is the receiver, standing at about the 50-yard line. Bit of a low snap, but Reese Vogel gets the kick away. Line drive kick fielded by Katow at about the Cyclone 45. He'll return it to the 42. And that's where Louisburg will start its opening drive, 1st and 10. Aaron Quillen made the tackle on that return. The quarterback is sophomore Declan Battle. He'll work from the shotgun. Keep it himself, looking to get outside, hit behind the line of scrimmage, and then fights his way forward for maybe a 1-yard gain between the 41 and the 42.
Get a yard on the play, 2nd down and 9.
1-yard pickup, 2nd and 9. Coach Walt Alexander concerned about Battle, who is just a sophomore. He is a fine runner and can throw the football as well. Mason Dobbins splits far right. Receiver this way is Caden Kaplinger on 2nd and 9. 2 running backs in this formation. Play clock is not in operation this evening, it doesn't look like, so everything's being kept on the field. The time clock is stopped with 10:12 to play in the first. It's 0-0. Louisburg is in Cyclone territory, and now the play clock is set to 25, so no fear of delay of game here for Louisburg on this play. Handoff right up the middle, and bouncing into the outside is Ashton Moore, and he'll get yardage down to about the 35. Now marking him at the 36, that'll be a gain of about 5 and bring up a 3rd down and 4 at the Cyclone 36. Kind of a full house T look out of the shotgun here on 3rd down. Battle keeps it himself, fights his way forward, is near the 1st down and appears to have it just inside the 33.
Now carries to the 33-yard line. With the 1st down of the yard.
They're going to say it's short. 4th and less than a yard for Louisburg. Play clock down to 10 as the Wildcats break their huddle. Battle keeps himself, has the 1st down and more. He's down inside the 25, near the 24-yard line for a gain of 9. So Battle called his own number on 3rd or 4th and short, and picks up the 1st down. Burlington has scored first against Anderson County. Wildcats lead the Bulldogs 6-0. Again, Battle off the middle and picks up about 3 before he's snowed under at about the 22.
Cyclone stop on the 22-yard line.
2-yard pickup, 2nd and 8. 8:05 to play in the first, 0-0. Cyclones went 3 and out. Louisburg started this drive at the Ottawa 42. Moore in the backfield. He's the freshman. Man comes in motion. They'll hand off to him on the jet sweep and headed for the end zone. He is going to be in. Touchdown.
25 Colby control off the Wildcats. Touchdown.
But wait, there may be a penalty flag down.
Penalty flag on the play.
Flag thrown at the 15. That one's going to bring this one back. Block in the back against Louisburg.
The hand penalty against the Wildcats. Against the touchdown. Penalty moves the ball to the 25-yard line.
Wellsville struck first against Humboldt, 6-0 Eagles after a Nash Money 24-yard run.
Second down and 11 for the Wildcats.
Louisburg facing 2nd and 11 now at the 25. Trip receivers right, single man left is Dobbins. And keeping his battle inside the 20 and down to about the 18. On the belly series, he pulled it back from Moore and took it down for a gain of 7 and brings up a 3rd and 4.
Third down and 4 for the Wildcats.
Eudora's jumped out in front of Payola, 7-0 Cardinals early first period. Moore lined up behind Battle in the backfield. Moore will get the carry. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage and pushed back. Cyclones plugged the hole that time. And now the Wildcats will face a 4th down and about 4. So far, their money play has been Battle trying to create himself. Let's see if they go with that here. Fourth and 4. And penalty flags down. It's like the Cyclones may have jumped across the line. Let's see if they were drawn off. Or did we have a delay of game? Timeout call for by Louisburg. 6:09 to play in the first period, 0-0, and we'll return in 30 seconds. You're listening to Cyclone Football on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Do you struggle with occasional nerve aches, weakness, or discomfort in your hands or feet? Try Nervive Nerve Relief from the world's #1 selling nerve care company. Nervive contains alpha-lipoic acid to relieve nerve aches, weakness, and discomfort, and B-complex vitamins to support healthy nerve function as you age. Live your life with less nerve discomfort with Nervive Nerve Relief. Learn more at nervivehealth.com.
Louisburg uses its first timeout as the play clock was running out on them.
4th down and 4 for the Wildcats.
Moore to the left of Battle. Battle off the left side, looking for room. He appears to have the first down just inside the 14, but we'll have to wait to see what the spot looks like. They'll look across the way, and it will be a first down, Louisburg. Boy, he needed 4, and he got 4 and a few inches.
First and Wildcats, the Cyclone 14-yard line.
This time empty backfield. Battle, back to throw. Throws across the middle, has Dobbins, touchdown.
Pass is complete. Pass caught by number 2, Mason Dobbins, touchdown Wildcats.
Just a little slant route, and Dobbins in front of the defender. And Louisburg draws first blood here this evening.
Wildcats to attempt the point after Battle to hold. Wild kick it.
Riles will try the extra point. Battle is the holder. Low snap. Kick is up, and it is good. 5:44 to play in the first period. Timeout on the field. Louisburg leads Ottawa 7-0. We'll have the kickoff for you in 30 seconds. You're listening to Ottawa High School football on KOFO.
Quality Structures is helping you build the rural American dream today. No more some days. Whether you're wanting a garage for your toys, a riding arena for your horses, or storage for your equipment, Quality Structures is there. Visit Quality Structures in Richmond or online at qualitystructures.com.
Your neck supports the weight of 4 bowling balls every time you look down at your cell phone. After a time, your body will start to react with more headaches, neck, and back pain. It can be helped. Contact Ottawa Chiropractic, 785-242-4100.
Louisburg went 42 yards for the touchdown. Mason Dobbins hauling in the pass from Declan Battle, 14 yards for the score, and Lane Riles tacking on the extra point.
Riles will kick off to the Wildcats. Navarro keeps return for the Cyclones.
Navarro standing at about his own 3 this time, awaiting the kick from Riles. Long boot pushes Navarro into the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
Touchback. Cyclones will take over first and 10.
So Ottawa, who went 3 and out in the first possession of the ball game, will get it at their own 20 here. Touchdown for the Paola Panthers. They have tied it up against Eudora 7-7. First and 10, handoff. Now keeping is McCullough. McCullough with some running room, breaks it outside. Now it's a foot race, 50, 40, 30, 20. Noah McCullough will go 80 yards. Touchdown, Cyclones. But there's a flag.
Against the Cyclones.
Flag on the play, and it's coming back. The spot of the foul was the 27. And it'll push it back to the 17. Negates the 80-yard touchdown run, and the Cyclones will have it first down, and let's call it 12.
Penalty moves the ball to the Cyclones' 17-yard line. It remains first down.
Cyclones come up. McCullough under center this time. He's going to hand it off. And good yardage that time for Zion Wooden. Gets it out to about the 24. That's a gain of 6. And we'll bring up a second down and 6. Burlington with another score. They lead Anderson County 12-0. That game tonight at Garnett. Power I formation. Inside handoff and nothing there that time. And was that Wooden again? Or Sink?
No gain on the play for the Cyclones. Third down.
No gain. 3rd and 6 upcoming. .418 to play in the first. Louisburg leads 7-0. Rolling out is McCullough. Looking, throws, has a man. The pass is caught. First down across the 35. And that's Xavier Vink, the tight end. And the Cyclones will move the chains. Nice throw, nice catch. Cyclones maybe threw the ball 2 or 3 times last week against Eudora. Handoff goes this time to Wooden, but he has nothing. In fact, may lose about a yard. It'll be second down and 11 now. This time McCullough out of the shotgun. Rolling, looking to set up the screen. Now under heavy pressure, he'll throw, have his man, but the pass is dropped, and that's probably just as well because it was going to lose yardage. Not sure if that was Fogel, the intended receiver, or just who. Again, we just cannot read the black numerals on the red jerseys.
Third down from the Cyclones, front row 35.
Third down, 11. Late man coming into the lineup for Ottawa. It's got to be a receiver split left. 2 left, 2 right. McCullough to throw, steps up, has time. Pass is complete, but this player had to go to a knee in order to make the catch, and it's far short of the first down by about 4 yards. Creech was the receiver, but man, you got to make it to the sticks. So Fogel will kick it. Katow is back deep. High snap over the head of Fogel. He'll try to run it down. He'll fall on it at the 14. But Louisburg is going to get outstanding field position in the red zone after the poor snap from center. Fogel wanted to make sure the ball wasn't picked up and run in by Louisburg, but he could possibly have had time to pick it up and try to get some sort of a kick away, but instead, Wildcats have it 1st and 10 at the Ottawa 14-yard line. They haven't moved the sticks yet. Still treating it as if it were Ottawa's football. Battle out of the shotgun. Moore is to his left. Keeping his battle, trying to turn the corner. Gets to the outside and then is hit and dropped after just a couple of yards gain.
64 Evans on the stop of the Cyclones.
Tackle made by Tommy Evans.
Second down and 8.
Just a 2-yard gain. Good job by Evans to use what the Cyclones had given him as far as stretching that play out. He came up to make the stop. Piper has jumped out to a 7-0 lead on Spring Hill. Battle off the right guard, has a big hole, and he gets it down near the 5. It'll be short of the first down by about a yard, it appears.
Down to 1 for the Wildcats. Ball on the Cyclone 5-yard line.
Third down 1 coming up for Louisburg. They lead it 7-0, and at the Ottawa 5 with just a little over a minute to play in the first. Single receiver split to each side. Battle, hands it off on the inside trap play, and it's going to be Katao into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. Riles again to try the extra point. Riles' kick is up, and this one's no good. It's wide to the right. Timeout on the field, 52 seconds to play in the first period. It's Louisburg 13, Ottawa nothing, and we'll have the kickoff in 30 seconds. This is Cyclone Football on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
At State Farm, our goal is to help people manage the risks of everyday life, recover from the unexpected, and realize their dreams. This is State Farm Agent Keith King in Ottawa. Let me help you protect what's most important to you. Give my office a call at 785-242-9435 or stop by at 111 South Main Street in Ottawa.
Medicare Part D coverage can be confusing. We can help. This is Laura from Kramer Pharmacy in downtown Ottawa. Stop in and let us help you find the best option for your needs when it comes to Medicare Part D. Kramer Pharmacy, 134 South Main, open Monday through Saturday and online anytime at kramerrx.com.
Short field for Louisburg that time as the Cyclones gave it to them at the 14-yard line after a bad punt snap. Colby Katah, who is one of the few seniors on this Louisburg roster, took it in on the trap play. Navarro back deep for Ottawa High. At the end of one quarter, Uniontown and Central Heights, 0-0. That game on KOFO.com. Luke Queen with the play-by-play. Important ball game in Class 1A. Wiles' kick is a ground ball kick, but there's a flag down. Looks like Louisburg was offside. At the end of one, West Franklin 0, Jayhawk Lynn 0. So this time Riles will have to tee it up back at the 35. Louisburg has scored on its first two possessions. Ottawa had a touchdown called back on a holding penalty. So Riles set to kick it again. Boots it high and deep. Navarro, let's see, went on into the end zone. So Navarro had to go over his head. He just let it roll on into the end zone. So again, Ottawa High will start from the 20. Two backs in the backfield along with McCullough. Handoff Wooden, nice hole right side. And Wooden gets it across the 27 out to the 28.
Wooden on the carry for the Cyclones. Gets it out of the 28-yard line.
Anderson County's gotten on the board against Burlington. Bulldogs trail the Wildcats 12-7 that game in the late stages of the first period. Same formation. Sink the up back, Wooden the deep back, and it's Sink this time off the left side. He does not have the first down, gets it maybe a yard to the 29. And that will be the final play of the first period. At the end of one quarter, the score is Louisburg 13, Ottawa nothing. And we'll return in 1 minute. You're listening to Cyclone Football on KOFO.
It's time to revive your internet. Get speeds all the way up to Vive 1 gig. Plus, right now we're offering internet for only $39.99 per month with free installation. Get Vive's fiber-rich internet that comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee and our local friendly staff. So revive your internet for only $39.99 per month with free installation. This is a limited time offer, so call today or visit vivebroadband.com to sign up. Offer ends 10/31/21. Modem taxes and fees extra, not available in all areas. See vivebroadband.com for additional restrictions.
Ottawa University has positioned itself as a distinctive and rapidly expanding institution, known for its innovative educational models, exceptional value, and special ability to prepare diverse student populations for lifetimes of enlightened faith, exemplary service, inspired leadership, and personal significance. With numerous undergraduate and graduate degrees in business, education, arts and sciences, athletics, and more, you'll gain the specific expertise you need for a lifetime of significance and prosperity. Find out more by visiting ottawa.edu/OUKS.
Cyclones facing a 3rd and 1 to start the second period at their own 29-yard line. Louisburg on top 13-0. 14-yard pass from Declan Battle to Mason Dobbins and a 5-yard run by Colby Kata. One receiver in the set. McCullough will work from under center. 4-man front for the Wildcats. Quarterback sneak. And McCullough has the first down out to near the 33. Last several weeks, Ottawa's shown an ability to move the football, but as has been the case also the last few weeks, they've struggled to stop the opposing team. And now we've got an official's timeout. Play clock was not set. Handoff goes to Wooden. Nice hold. Good run out to the 45, 46-yard line. Wooden hit the hole quickly. And he picked up 14 and the Cyclone first down at the 47. At halftime, we'll have a report from the KOFO newsroom, the Weather Center forecast, and an update on scores from around the area. Ball off the hands of McCullough, and he tried to pick it up, and that was a mistake. Louisburg's going to recover it.
Recovered by the Wildcats.
McCullough should have just fallen on that football, but he tried to pick it up, missed it, and the Wildcats recover at the Cyclone 39.
Wildcats take over first and 10 on the Cyclone 39-yard line.
First and 10, Battle out of the shotgun. Sends Moore in motion left. He'll throw. He looks across the middle, has Dobbins, the catch made. He's to the 15, breaks the tackle, headed for the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Touchdown, Wildcats.
Pretty much the same pattern, it appeared, that the Wildcats ran for their first touchdown of the night. And that time, Dobbins who's a big guy, broke a tackle, and he had Green in front of him. And Riles on to try the extra point. Bad snap. Battle's going to roll out. He's going to look in the end zone. The pass is off the arms of the intended receiver in the end zone. So the two-point conversion is no good. There is timeout on the field. With 11:03 to play in the first half, the score is Louisburg 19, Ottawa nothing. We'll have the kickoff for you in 30 seconds. You're listening to Ottawa High Football on KOFO.
Your parents reached for Vicks when you were little. Now that you're a parent, Vicks Children's Botanicals Cough Syrup is what you reach for to help soothe coughs and clear mucus without drugs or high fructose corn syrup. That's because it contains natural marshmallow root and ivy leaf to help soothe coughs and clear mucus associated with hoarseness, dryness, and irritants. So look for Vicks Children's Botanicals Cough Syrup, day or night formula.
These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
39-yard touchdown drive. And the pass play from Battle to Dobbins for that total. And the score now 19-0 after the two-point conversion off of the botched snap was incomplete. A couple of score updates. Eudora has taken the lead on Paola 14-7 Cardinals in the second. And West Franklin has scored first in their game against Jayhawk Lynn. 6-0 Falcons early in the second period. Again, Navarro is back deep. Riles has booted 3 in a row into the end zone. Check that, 2 in a row. This is a ground ball kick, and it'll be fielded by an up back on the ground at the 30, and that will be the best starting field position the Cyclones will have this evening. Don't forget the high school football scoreboard show tonight at 10 o'clock on KOFO. Your host, Eric Peterson, will have scores and reports from around the state of Kansas. Here it's 19-0 Wildcats. This was not the start that the Cyclones were looking for. Single receiver this side. That is Reese Fogel. Ottawa with 3 in the backfield along with McCullough. McCullough looking to run. He's hit in the backfield and dragged down from behind. Coming up was Brandon Doles to make the tackle. And it's a loss of 3. Wellsville has scored again. They lead Humboldt 14-0. On second down, rolling out right is McCullough. Looking, throwing, pass is underthrown and incomplete at the 30. Vogel was the intended receiver. And third down long for Ottawa. Third down, 13, and now we're going to have a whistle and a timeout, Cyclones. Comes with 10:18 to play in the first half. Ottawa down 19-0. Let's pause for 30 seconds here. You're listening to Cyclone Football on 103.7 FM and 1220 KOFO.
This is Walt Dangle of Dangle & Son Mortuary. Life goes on, and that means you prepare for the worst and hope for the best. You also should consider preparing for the inevitable. We can help with that. This is Dangle & Son Mortuary, setting the standard for funeral service.
Wherever you and your vehicle go, you can trust your vehicle repairs to CarStar with our limited nationwide warranty on all qualifying repairs. Call CarStar Ottawa at 242-8916. CarStar, relax. We'll take it from here.
Cyclones 3rd and 13 at their own 27. McCullough drops to throw and throws it deep downfield. Has a man open, but it was overthrown. He was looking for Navarro, who had broken open at about the Wildcat 40. The incomplete pass brings up 4th down. Piper has scored again on Spring Hill. They lead the Broncos 14-0. Spring Hill undefeated heading into tonight's action. Vogel, this time a low snap. Reese gets the kick away, wobbly kick. Kata will field at the 43 and get it out to midfield before he's brought down. And again, excellent field position for the Wildcats. This game has been played almost entirely on the Cyclone side of midfield. Paola has tied it up again against Eudora. Panthers 14, Cardinals 14. First and 10, Louisburg from midfield. Battle. Hands it off to Moore, and Moore gets up across the 47 of Ottawa, picks up 3. Dobbins comes out. Play call comes in with Jackson Cush. 2nd and 7 Wildcats. Cush will split far side as a receiver. Battle looks to throw. Throws out in the flat. Pass is caught. And down to the 29-yard line. And that was Caden Kaplinger on the reception. Well thrown ball by Battle. And a first down for the Wildcats at the Cyclone 29. This time Louisburg sends twin receivers right, single man left. Man in motion, and the reverse handoff goes to Kaplinger, and Kaplinger gets about 10. Stopped at the 20. That'll be shy of the first down, I would think, by about a half a yard. 8:20 to play in the first half. Clock is running. It's been all Louisburg. Wildcats on top 19-0. Battle, keeping it himself off the left side, has the first down and brought down at about the 17.
On the Cyclone 17-yard line, first down.
From the Ottawa 17, 1st and 10. Handoff goes to Moore, big hole, and he's headed for the pylon. He will go in. Touchdown, Louisburg. That makes it 25-0 with Ryle's extra point attempt upcoming.
Riles. Down level.
Good snap this time, and Riles will boot it through.
And the kick is good.
There's timeout on the field with 7:28 to play in the second period.
46 Cyclone 0.
Louisburg leads Ottawa 26-0, and the kickoff comes your way in 30 seconds. This is Cyclone football on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Your parents reached for Vicks when you were little. Now that you're a parent, Vicks Children's Botanicals Cough Syrup is what you reach for to help soothe coughs and clear mucus without drugs or high fructose corn syrup. That's because it contains natural marshmallow root and ivy leaf to help soothe coughs and clear mucus associated with hoarseness, dryness, and irritants. So look for Vicks Children's Botanicals Cough Syrup, day or night formula.
These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
50-yard drive. Ashton Moore, the freshman, from 17 yards out for the touchdown to make it 26-0 after Riles' extra point. Navarro once again back deep for Ottawa. Wellsville has scored again. Eagles lead Humboldt 20-0 in the second.
Navarro deep return for the Cyclone.
Spring Hill's gotten on the board against Piper, now 14-7 Pirates. Riles' kick is a short one this time. Fair catch called for and made at about the 22-yard line by an upback for the Cyclones. Let's see if Ottawa can get something going offensively. They've picked up a few first downs, but have not been able to sustain anything. Had an 80-yard touchdown run called back on a penalty. It has been a tough evening so far for OHS in their final regular season home game of the year. McCullough has Wooden to his right. And McCullough keeps looking for an opening. He's across the 30, 40. He's to midfield, to the 40, down the sidelines, 30, 20, and he is going to go in. Touchdown, Ottawa. And this time there are no flags. A defender pushed McCullough at about the 25 of Louisburg, but he was able to keep his balance and also tiptoe down the sidelines, and the Cyclones are on the board. Reese Vogel will try the extra point. And whistles. False start against Ottawa.
False start, Cyclone.
So now this will be the equivalent of a 25-yard field goal for Fogel. And the snap is botched, picked up by Fogel, and he's going to be brought down at about the 5, stopped short. And the conversion is no good. Timeout with 7:12 to play in the second quarter. It's now Louisburg 26, Ottawa 6. We'll have the kickoff in 30 seconds, and you're listening to Ottawa High Football on KOFO.
At State Farm, our goal is to help people manage the risks of everyday life, recover from the unexpected, and realize their dreams. This is State Farm Agent Keith King in Ottawa. Let me help you protect what's most important to you. Give my office a call at 785-242-9435 or stop by at 111 South Main Street in Ottawa.
Supporting local teams helps bring local communities together, and that benefits everyone. That's why we're proud to sponsor this sports broadcast on KOFO. This is Eric Price, Funeral Director and owner of Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Homes, providing compassionate care when you need it most. Visit lamb-roberts.com.
Takes Ottawa just one play to go the distance. Noel McCullough on the quarterback keeper. 77 yards for the score. The conversion no good on a bad snap. So Fogel will tee it up. Looks like Kata is the deep back. Next week, Ottawa at Tonganoxie to complete the regular season. 7 o'clock kickoff, 6:40 pregame. Actually, there's another man deep for Louisburg. Sometimes these kickoffs take a long time. I don't know whether Ottawa's thinking about maybe on-siding it here or just what. Louisburg's got 9 within about 15 yards. But it'll be a deep kick, and Fogel will sail it on into the end zone for a touchback. So Louisburg, with its poorest field position to start a drive at their own 20, with 7:12 to play in the half, Wildcats have 2 timeouts. On first down, Battle out of the shotgun. Ottawa showing blitz. Battle looks to throw. Throws out in the flat and overshot Moore. And the pass falls incomplete. Back and forth, Eudora and Paola. This time it's the Cardinals retaking the lead, 21-14. Here it's 26-6. Louisburg leading Ottawa. Battle keeps it himself, gets it across the 20 out to about the 22. That's a gain of a couple. And it'll be 3rd down 8. Central Heights leads Uniontown at the half, 6-0 Vikings. That game on KOFO.com. Luke Queen has the call. Central Heights 6, Uniontown nothing at the half. Trip receivers left, single man right. Battle looks to throw. Steps up in the pocket, now decides to run it. He's got the first down, heading for the sidelines, and is out of bounds at the 37. Actually, the spot they'll give you is the 38. That'll stop the clock with 6:19 to play before halftime. On first down, Battle looks to keep it himself. He'll turn the corner 40, 45, and is run out of bounds near the sticks at the 48. At the half, Centralia leads Linden tonight, 13-0. That is a non-district game between Linden and Centralia. Could foreshadow something later on during the playoffs, possibly. 1st and 10, Louisburg. Moore on the handoff, crosses the 50, gets it down near the 47. Looks like they're going to mark him at about the 48. Second and 6, Wildcats, as the clock continues to run. Louisburg leads at 26-6. And now the play clock dwindling down, and Louisburg will take a timeout. Comes up with 5:26 to play before half. It's Louisburg 26, Ottawa 6. And we're back in 30 seconds. This is Cyclone Football on KOFO.
Want to have some fun and help your friends and neighbors at the same time? Join us next Friday for the KOFO Cancer Awareness Telethon. Call in and make your pledge, and we'll let you request a song. You pay it, we'll play it, with all donations going to the Franklin County Cancer Foundation. I just hope your speakers can handle it.
You can just about hear that cold Kansas winter wind blowing, and you're going to want to make sure your heater is working this winter. The best way to do that is call the pros at Adamson Brothers at 785-242-9273. Adamson Brothers Heating and Cooling, maintaining your comfort for over 30 years.
Sports, information, and entertainment in East Central Kansas. KOFO K279CS Ottawa, where keeping you informed comes first.
Second timeout used by Louisburg. They face 2nd and 6 at the Ottawa 48. This drive started at the Wildcat 20. Single receivers left and right. On the reverse, and this time not much for Kata, as he gets maybe to the 47 for a pickup of 1. Okay, a big opportunity now for the Cyclone defense. They can hold here. They can get the football back. Maybe cut into this lead before halftime. Every time Louisburg's had a big play call like this, they have counted on Battle in his legs. This time he will throw. Across the middle, he's got Dobbins, and Dobbins with a nice catch at the 40, brought down at the 37. Dobbins used his height that time to bring that one in and moves the chains. The spot is the 38. We have not started the clock yet. Let's see what's going on. There's a flag down at the 40. That's what the stoppage was. Looks like this one's going to come back, or is it going to be... No, it's going to be a pass interference call against Ottawa, so a 15-yard mark-off will actually move it all the way down to the 32. Spring Hill is back within a point of Piper. 14-13. Pirates lead the Broncos in the second. And once again, the officials will confer. Wellsville and Humboldt are at halftime with the Eagles leading the Cubs 20-0. Now the Wildcats come up from the Ottawa 32. Battle, straight drop, has time, throws deep down the sideline for Dobbins. He will make the catch, but was he inbounds? No, he was out of bounds, and the pass is incomplete. Dobbins knew where the football was, but he could not keep the feet in bounds. The defenders were playing the receiver and not the football there. Second down, 10. Hand off Moore inside, gets it inside the 30 to about the 29. And it will bring up a third down, about 7. And Paola has scored again and tied it up right before halftime. Panthers and Eudora go into the locker room, knotted at 21. Here it's Louisburg 26, Ottawa 6. Battle, keeps it himself, looks for an opening, cuts it against the grain, has the first down. He's to the 20, still on his feet, and all the way down to about the 16, and a late flag thrown. And let's see what that one's all about. They threw it back at the 25. It might have been an unnecessary roughness against Ottawa, but it was not near the pile. And a lot of talking going on amongst the officials here in this second period. The penalty is personal foul against the Cyclones. And then unsportsmanlike against Ottawa on top of it. Wow. So the personal foul is a 15-yard mark off, or a half the distance, I should say. That will take it to about the 10. And then half the distance from there on the unsportsmanlike conduct will take it all the way down to the 4, first and goal. Wildcats come up. Kind of a wing T look, although Battle is working from the shotgun formation. And a flag thrown. And a false start against Louisburg. West Franklin and Jayhawk Lynn are tied at 6 going into the locker room at halftime. Battle to throw across the middle, knocked away smartly there. And who was defending for the Cyclones? Looked like maybe might have been Parker Googe. Couldn't tell from this angle and with those dark uniforms. Second and goal from the 9. This time, 2 running backs in the backfield along with Battle. Battle looking for an opening up the middle. He finds it. He is into the end zone. Touchdown, Louisburg. That will make it 32-6. And Riles will try to tack on another one. Good snap. And Riles' kick is good. Timeout on the field with 3:02 to play before halftime. The score is now Louisburg 33 and Ottawa 6. We'll return in 30 seconds with the kickoff. You're listening to Ottawa High School football on 103.7 FM and 1220 KOFO.
Want to have some fun and help your friends and neighbors at the same time? Join us next Friday for the KOFO Cancer Awareness Telethon. Call in and make your pledge, and we'll let you request a song. You pay it, we'll play it, with all donations going to the Franklin County Cancer Foundation. I just hope your speakers can handle it.
At State Farm, our goal is to help people manage the risks of everyday life, recover from the unexpected, and realize their dreams. This is State Farm Agent Keith King in Ottawa. Let me help you protect what's most important to you. Give my office a call at 785-242-9435 or stop by at 111 South Main Street in Ottawa.
80-yard drive for the Wildcats. And it's Battle with a 9-yard run for the score. 33-6 now. At halftime, Santa Fe Trail leads Baldwin tonight at Liston Stadium 20-6. Navarro again back deep, standing at about his own 7. High kick, gonna bounce. Navarro will have it at the 12. Navarro, an opening. He's to the 40. He's to midfield, trying to get it to the outside. It is caught from behind at about the 47. Josue Navarro just about broke that one. He does take it into Louisburg territory at the 47, and the Cyclones 2:52 on the clock with 2 timeouts remaining. Ottawa's got too many men on the field. They'll get a player off. And once again, the chain gang across the way. Struggling to know which way everybody's going here. First and 10, Ottawa High. It's Wooden. Wooden off the right side, tripped up as he crosses the 45, brought down at the 43.5. That'll be a gain of about 3.
Picked up by Hubby, number 22. He gave it 3 yards on the play.
Second down, 7. 2 receivers each side. Empty backfield this time for McCullough. In motion, Navarro. And McCullough will keep. He'll get it to the 42, and that's about it. As the middle was stacked up that time by the Wildcats. And Ottawa's going to face a 3rd down and 5.
3rd down and 5.
This time it's Sink on the carry, and Sink only gets a yard. And a 4th and 4 upcoming as the clock continues to run. Cyclones with a decision here, and I don't think they're really thinking that much about it. They're going to go for it. Tonganoxie at halftime leads Bonner Springs tonight 28-12. 4th down 4. McCullough trying to draw them offside with a hard count. That was not successful. And will Ottawa use a timeout here? Did they get the timeout? The flag came out of the back judge's pocket. It is a timeout, Ottawa. No, it is not a... Oh, man, you cannot do that. You've got 2 timeouts in your pocket and a minute to go, and the Cyclones ended up taking a 5-yard penalty there instead of calling a timeout. So now it's 4th and 9. Got to make sure you get to the sticks. McCullough looks to throw. He steps up, throws deep down the sideline. The pass is to be caught and then dropped. Ball was well thrown, but it was caught up around the shoulder pads, and the receiver just could not hold on. Was that Fogel? I believe that was Reese Fogel, who had gotten a step on the defender. So now Louisburg takes over with 52 seconds to play in the first half. Battle looks to throw. Out of the flat, he's got Dobbins. Dobbins looking for some room to maneuver. He will get it down inside the Cyclone 45. He'll have a first down at the 43. Did he get out of bounds also? The chains will move. The clock momentarily stopped with 43.9 on the clock. And the clock will run. He did not get out of bounds. Again, battle to throw. Pump fakes. Has Dobbins again out in the flat. And he gets it down to the 37. And Louisburg has requested timeout here. Stops the clock with 29.5 seconds to play before half. Wildcats lead the Cyclones 33-6. And we'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Ottawa High Football on KOFO.
Eddie Thompson came to Arvest Bank looking for a new checking account. Let's hear what happens.
So Eddie, that's my Blue Checking. With free Blue Checking, you get e-statements, access to our Arvest Go app.
Wait, by free, you mean it's free for the first 6 months or something?
No, it's actually free.
But what about monthly fees?
Nope, no monthly service fees.
Wow, that's really
helpful.
Very helpful.
Free yourself from monthly fees with free Blue Checking. Arvest Bank, ready to help.
There was a fumble on that last play, and Ottawa recovered it. So they've got the football. McCullough looks to throw. Out in the flat, he's got Wooden. Wooden looking for a block. He'll get it across the 45. It has a first down out to the 49. That will stop the clock momentarily with 22.6 seconds before half. Ottawa still has 2 timeouts remaining. Officials talking at the new line of scrimmage. The back judge coming in to have a word with the referee, who now goes over to the linesman, and they'll come across the field. The referee wants to have a word, and they may be wanting to put some time on the clock, possibly. or they may have run some off. Ottawa started that play with 29.5 seconds to go. The officials acting like they want some headphones. 22.6 is what's on the time clock right now. They're wanting to know if the clock ran, but it definitely did. Ottawa has it at their own 48. We still don't have the clock situation resolved. The play started with 29.5 seconds. That's when we took the timeout, our broadcast timeout, although there was not a timeout on the field. Empty backfield. McCullough looks to throw. Now has to scramble. Looking right, throwing, has a man. The catch is made, but he was on his knees at the 46. And that stops the clock momentarily with the 13 seconds to go, and it continues to run. Ottawa's not trying to stop the clock with a timeout. They have them in their pockets. We're down to 5 seconds to go, and now finally timeout is called with 2.7 seconds to play in the first half. The pass play covered 5 yards, but Ottawa let 15 seconds run off the clock before they called timeout. Now the official comes over. They're going to ask 3.7 is what they're going to put on the clock. But Ottawa with 2 timeouts remaining, man, that is bad time management right there. Time for one more play, barring a penalty.
Second down is 5 for the Cyclones. It's a 46-yard line.
Didn't have to be this way. Let's see what Ottawa might try. Everybody back deep for Louisburg. McCullough running. He's to the 40. McCullough to the 30. Out of bounds, but the clock runs out. That's the end of the first half with the score. Louisburg 33, Ottawa 6. We're back in 2 minutes. You're listening to Cyclone Football on KOFO.
You can just about hear that cold Kansas winter wind blowing, and you're going to want to make sure your heater is working this winter. The best way to do that is call the pros at Adamson Brothers at 785-242-9273. Adamson Brothers Heating and Cooling, maintaining your comfort for over 30 years.
The City of Ottawa makes it easy for you to stay informed and be part of your community by visiting their website, ottawaks.gov. You can sign up for city alerts and city news, report an issue you'd like to see taken care of, even pay your bill online. It's where the city and citizens come together online at ottawaks.gov.
Get stylish, durable flooring for your home that will last a lifetime, and get it installed with help from Lowe's. Get Stainmaster Pet Protect carpet starting at just $199 per square foot, and Pergo Wet Protect laminate starting at $249 per square foot, both with limited lifetime warranties. Order now, only at Lowe's. Home to any budget, home to any possibility. Install available in-store only and through independent contractors. See Lowe's.com for details and licensing. U.S. only. See Lowe's.com product detail page for more warranty information.
What's your favorite high school sports memory? A late-inning rally? A game-winning shot? A photo finish? Maybe it's a pep rally or a pregame ritual. Maybe it's the euphoria of a late-night bus ride home after a hard-fought win. Maybe it's having pizza with teammates after the game. Now, imagine if it never happened at all. School sports need your help. With budgets getting tighter, it's more than the games that are on the line. It's all the traditions, the community pride, the culture of your hometown high school, plus all those memories that are on the line, too. What can you do? It's simple. Buy a ticket when you can. Go to a game. Take the whole family. Let's do everything we can to keep those cherished school sports memories alive.
This message presented by the Kansas State High School Activities Association and the Kansas Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Halftime here, the score Louisburg 33, Ottawa 6. Wildcats scoring every time they've had the football. 42-yard drive on their opening possession. 14-yard touchdown pass, Declan Battle to Mason Dobbins. Then the 14-yard drive after a bad punt snap by the Cyclones. Colby Katad took it in from 5 yards out. Then after a fumble recovery, it was Battle finding Dobbins once again, this time for 39 yards in a score. 19-0 at that point. Ashton Moore chipped in a 17-yard run, capping off a 50-yard drive. And then the Cyclones with a 77-yard touchdown run by quarterback Noah McCullough to make it 26-6. The Louisburg drove it 80 yards, aided by a couple of Cyclone penalties, and they picked up the touchdown on a 9-yard run by Declan Battle, who has 2 touchdown passes and a touchdown run here this evening as Louisburg with the lead on the Cyclones 33-6. We're going to send it back to the station now for a report from the KOFO newsroom. We will also have a look at the KOFO Weather Center forecast, and Bob Johnson will get you up to date on scores from around the area. A lot of action going on, and we've got a lot of scores to report. Here it's 33-6 Louisburg, and you're listening to Cyclone Football on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
It's time to revive your internet. Get speeds all the way up to Vive 1 gig. Plus, right now we're offering internet for only $39.99 per month with free installation. Get Vive's fiber-rich internet that comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee and our local friendly staff. So revive your internet for only $39.99 per month with free installation. This is a limited time offer, so call today or visit vivebroadband.com to sign up. Offer ends 10/31/21. Modem taxes and fees extra, not available in all areas. See vivebroadband.com for additional restrictions.
There are a lot of exciting things happening this fall. I want to focus on what's important, not what's for dinner. Luckily, HelloFresh delivers everything I need, and it's 30% cheaper than grocery shopping. The quick and easy recipes are perfect for weeknights. We're all busy, but with HelloFresh, I actually have time to enjoy my meals. Go to HelloFresh.com/DanaCortez14 and use code DanaCortez14 for up to 14 free meals plus free shipping. That's code DanaCortez14 for 14 free meals at HelloFresh.com/DanaCortez14.
Today's job market is full of demand for skilled trade workers. Electricians, welders, mechanics, these and other trades are the backbone of every community. They're also a huge part in making sure the Army National Guard is always fulfilling its mission of service to our country and communities. Soldiers train to keep the power flowing, engines running, and supplies moving. The skilled trades these soldiers perform are the same ones needed in today's civilian workforce. Army National Guard soldiers are on the fast track to learning skills that can set them up for success at home with companies looking to hire the best. With options from plumber to helicopter mechanic and everything in between, soldiers are able to select the trades that best fit their lives. Their resumes are being built through their paid training and part-time service. Find out how you too can learn a trade profession and serve your community and country by visiting NationalGuard.com. Sponsored by the Kansas Army National Guard, aired by the Kansas Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Good evening. I'm here with this hour's top stories. It's that time of year again. It's Maple Leaf Festival time in Baldwin City, the one weekend of the year where a small town grows over 40,000 people. Depending on the weather, huge crowds are expected in Baldwin tomorrow and Sunday. It's the 64th annual festival. Over 300 vendors from arts and crafts to artwork, homemade food products, soap, honey, and much more are already planning to attend. And the list of activities tomorrow is impressive, starting with a 5K, 1 mile walk, and kids run at the golf course. A huge parade highlights tomorrow morning at 10:45 with hundreds of entries, including several marching bands, floats, antiques, cars, and more. This year's theme is 150 plus years of colorful history. And there will be a kids zone with face painting, petting zoo, pony rides, bouncy houses, and craft stations. And of course, the food. Everything from street tacos, fried corn on the cob, candied jalapenos, and all kinds of meat served hot and fresh off the grill. The weather looks great. Sunshine with highs in the 70s. Head down to Baldwin City to the Maple Leaf Festival this weekend. The to-go cocktails and longer liquor store hours adopted in Kansas during the pandemic could live on after the virus threat has passed. Some lawmakers worry that additional changes sought by grocery chains and liquor companies could hurt small businesses. Steve Allinghouse has the story.
A special legislative committee is being lobbied to make it even easier for consumers to purchase beer, wine, and hard liquor. Several large grocery chains want to include beer with groceries they're delivering. Liquor companies, both small, Kansas-based distilleries and international conglomerates, want restrictions lifted that prohibit them from selling directly to Kansas consumers online. Kansas liquor store owners are not strongly opposed to allowing home delivery of beer.
Liquor stores are far more concerned about competing against large distilleries if lawmakers allow online sales from outside of the state. Now for the exclusive KOFO Weather Center forecast. Tonight clear with a low of 39. Tomorrow sunny with a high of 65. Tomorrow night clear with a low of 41. Sunday sunny with a high of 73. Sunday night clear with a low of 45. Monday sunny with a high of 72. I'm William Mayo, KOFO News.
If you owe the IRS back taxes, then get ready to pay up. The IRS has giant private collection agencies actively tracking down folks who owe the IRS. So if you think dodging them was stressful in the past, it's going to get a whole lot tougher. Optima Tax Relief has this advice. Don't wait. Solve your tax problems now before it's too late. Optima Tax Relief works to stop the demand letters, stop the aggressive collection actions, and stop the IRS collectors from targeting you. Ask Optima about the Fresh Start Initiative, one of the biggest breaks the IRS has ever offered. If you qualify, you could save thousands, and nobody knows this program better than they do. Optima is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, and they get results, having resolved over $1 billion of tax debt for their clients. Get a fresh start. Call today for your free consultation.
Call 800-348-0269. 800-348-0269. 800-348-0269.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Your parents reached for Vicks when you were little. Now that you're a parent, Vicks Children's Botanicals Cough Syrup is what you reach for to help soothe coughs and clear mucus without drugs or high fructose corn syrup. That's because it contains natural marshmallow root and ivy leaf to help soothe coughs and clear mucus associated with hoarseness, dryness, and irritants. So look for Vicks Children's Botanicals Cough Syrup, day or night formula.
These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Hi, I'm Laura Howard, Secretary of the Kansas Department for Aging and Disability Services. In Kansas, there are more than 540,000 people on Medicare, and each day, nearly 10,000 new people enroll nationwide. While Medicare enrollment can seem daunting, it doesn't have to be. That's where SHIC, or the Senior Health Insurance Counseling for Kansas program, comes in. The SHIC program provides seniors across Kansas trusted and unbiased help about Medicare benefits. SHIT counselors provide all the information and options available so you can make an informed decision about your Medicare coverage. We look forward to helping you navigate your way to a Medicare plan that is right for you. The number to call to find your local SHIT counselor is 1-800-860-5260.
Sponsored by the Kansas Department for Aging and Disability Services and Administration for Community Living, Department of Health and Human Services, and aired in cooperation with this station.
And welcome in. It is halftime for both the Ottawa High School Cyclones and also for Central Heights, our two broadcast games this evening. Of course, Louisburg and Ottawa High here on the mothership on 1220 AM and 103.7 FM KOFO and KOFO.com, and Central Heights and Uniontown over on KOFO.com. I'm Bob Johnson. Let's get you caught up to date on scores as we have it currently with all the games in the area. Of Of course, the game you're hearing here on the mothership, it is Louisburg with a 33-6 lead on the Cyclones at the half. Central Heights is in front of Uniontown in a defensive struggle, 6-0. That one is halfway through the game. Also at half in Wellsville, I do believe, if I remember correctly. It is Wellsville 20-0 in front of Humboldt. That is now in the third quarter as they are back underway. At the half, it's a 6-6 tie between West Franklin and Jayhawk Lynn in a low-scoring affair there. Paola and Eudora have been battling back and forth all night long in Eudora. And right now in the third quarter, it is Paola with a 28-21 lead over the Cardinals. We're waiting on an update for the Osawatomie Bishop Ward game. We'll pass that along as soon as it becomes available. Other halftime scores, it's Santa Fe Trail 20-6 over Baldwin. Eureka 35-6 over Osage City at the half, and that is a little bit of a shock. Osage City undefeated until last week when the Wellsville Eagles beat them, and right now the Osage City Indians looking like they may drop their second in a row against Eureka. Centralia at the half with a 13-0 lead over Linden. At last report, this was a second quarter score. Burlington is in front of Anderson County 12-7. And we are waiting on updates for Southern Coffee County and Crest, Hartford and Merdocine Valley. Waverly is playing tonight. It was originally supposed to be Altoona Midway, but Northeast of Arma had stepped in. Northeast of Arma probably wishes they wouldn't have, because Waverly is in front at the half 38-0. And Piper and Spring Hill are at the half 14-13. That's Piper in front of Spring Hill. So that's an update on the scores from around the area right now. As we are at the half, Louisburg 33-6 over Ottawa High. And we'll take a quick break. And when we come back, we will talk about this weekend's sports coming up here on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO and KOFO.com.
Hey, I'm Madison Kozak. I'm a singer-songwriter from Ontario, Canada, and I'm back on air with Boot Barn.
Don't need $1 million in a bank or a better town, but I could use a little bit of you right now. I could have it all and still be missing out. I could use a little bit of you right now.
Learn more about the movement and listen to my music at bootbarn.com/backonair.
Today's diamonds were created millions of years ago, hundreds of miles underground, as a result of crushing pressure and immense heat. And they're beautiful. But the trend today isn't the age-old rock, it's the lab-grown diamond. Hi, this is Lindsay Sutton from Sutton's Jewelry. We are now carrying many beautiful styles of the lab-grown diamond, and they're beautiful. Plus, they leave a smaller footprint on the environment. Lab-grown diamonds, affordable, sparkling, and ready for you to see at Sutton's Jewelry, 213 South Main in downtown Ottawa. You've got it made at Sutton's Jewelry.
Today's job market is full of demand for skilled trade workers. Electricians, welders, mechanics, these and other trades are the backbone of every community. They're also a huge part in making sure the Army National Guard is always fulfilling its mission of service to our country and communities. Soldiers train to keep the power flowing, engines running, and supplies moving. The skilled trades these soldiers perform are the same ones needed in today's civilian workforce. Army National Guard soldiers are on the fast track to learning skills that can set them up for success at home with companies looking to hire the best. With options from plumber to helicopter mechanic and everything in between, soldiers are able to select the trades that best fit their lives. Their resumes are being built through their paid training and part-time service. Find out how you too can learn a trade profession and serve your community and country by visiting NationalGuard.com. Sponsored by the Kansas Army National Guard. Aired by the Kansas Association of Broadcasters and this station.
What
What3Words.com is part of a new mapping system that the Franklin County Emergency Communications Center can use to determine your location. This system divides the entire surface of the Earth into a grid of 3-meter squares. Each square is assigned a unique sequence of 3 words that will never change. These words can be provided to emergency personnel to direct them to your exact location. Suppose you're in a large public area, such as a hiking park or stadium. An address might give the 911 dispatcher a general idea of where to find you, but What3Words.com narrows that general idea to a precise spot. You can utilize this service online at What3Words.com. That's 3words.com, or download the app for immediate access. The Franklin County Emergency Communications Center encourages parents to add the app to their child's phone and instruct them in how to use it. As always, if you have questions, the Franklin County Emergency Communications Center is here to help. This message is brought to you by the Franklin County Emergency Communications Center and KOFO.
Here on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO and KOFO.com. Bob Johnson jamming with you back here at the station as Ottawa High at the half down to Louisburg 33-6. The KOFO High School football game of the week has Central Heights and Uniontown at the half. The Vikings with a 6-0 lead. Do have a score to update real quick. Eudora and Paola tied once again, 28 apiece. That one is in the third quarter, so an update there. Want to pass along that the state tennis representatives for Ottawa High School unfortunately were eliminated today in their action, and so unfortunately they will not continue on, but congratulations to them making it to state. And also Monday, state golf is at Salina. Aaron Smith and Aubrey Vasquez will be participating for Ottawa High School. And so we will be back in 90 seconds and then we'll be ready for kickoff here for the second half. So that's going to wrap up halftime. Thanks for listening to us on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO and KOFO.com.
132 conference championships, 146 NAIA scholar teams, 43 NAIA national tournament appearances, and 237 All-Americans. Ottawa University has a long and rich tradition of Braves athletes that continue to compete at the highest level of competition, utilizing state-of-the-art facilities, accomplished coaches, and a spirit that only comes from wearing the black and gold. Push yourself to limits you never imagined as a student athlete at Ottawa University. Visit ottawa.edu/OUKS.
And back here at Steve Grogan Stadium, thanks to Bob Johnson and Lars Johnson also, and everybody who helped make that halftime go smoothly. The Cyclones presented an award to me at halftime, and I certainly appreciate everything that Ottawa High School, USD 290 has done for me over the years. Very nice presentation, and I appreciate it greatly. Here we've got a 33-6 Louisburg lead, and the Wildcats will receive the second half kickoff. Declan Battle, the sophomore quarterback, has 2 touchdown passes and a touchdown run. Ottawa's lone score coming on a 77-yard run from scrimmage by Noah McCullough. See if we've got some score updates. I think Bob probably got you up to date on most of this. 28-28, Eudora and Paola, as that game continues to seesaw back and forth. Waverly leads Northeast of Arma tonight 38-0. Northeast actually fielding an 8-man team this evening. Reese Fogle receiving the football from the official. Midway through the third quarter, Wellsville still leads Humboldt 20-0 at Wellsville tonight. Let's see who Louisburg has back deep. One of them is Kata. Not sure about the other one. Might be Kaplinger. Short kick. Gata has it at the 13, then drops it, picks it back up at the 17, and looking for some place to go, and he'll get it out to about the 25 before he's snowed under. Excellent performance at halftime by the Cyclonette dance team and the Ottawa Cyclone marching band. Really rounding into form after COVID took them off the field last year. Battle is the quarterback. He will have Kata behind him, Moore to his right. Handoff will go to Kata. He'll be hit in the backfield and drop for a loss. And good penetration that time by the Cyclones. And once again, we apologize. We just cannot read these numerals from up in our spot in the press box. But it's a 2-yard or a yard loss, second down and 11. Single receiver far left. That is Dobbins. This time, the handoff will go to Moore, and Moore gets it across the 25 to about the 26. It's going to bring up a third down and 8, long 8. West Franklin's retaken the lead on Jayhawk Lynn. Falcons on top 13-6. That game, 3 minutes to go in the third. As West Franklin looking for its first win on the season. Here it's 33-6 Louisburg. 10:30 to play in the third period. Battle rolling out left. Wants to throw. Throws. Pass is going to be caught right at the 35-yard line. That will probably be enough for a first down. Good job that time by the Wildcats to get to the sticks and pick up the 1st and 10. Piper leading Spring Hill 20-19 in the third quarter. Trip receivers near side, single man far side. Handoff goes, or keeping his deck is Battle. Battle gets it out to about the 40. That'll be a pickup of 5. Second down, 5. Clock running, 9:21 to play in the third. Handoff goes this time to Kata, and Kata dives forward and picks up the first down at about the 41. Another Wellsville Eagle touchdown. Wellsville 27, Humboldt nothing. Eagles trying to remain undefeated. Burlington leads Anderson County 20-7. That game in the third. 1st and 10, Louisburg. Handoff to Kata once again. Kata will get it out across midfield, picks up about 5. They'll spot him at the 50, so a 4-yard pickup, 2nd and 6. Running backs in the backfield. Battle looks to throw. Throws a deep ball downfield. That passes up for grabs. And it's going to be caught by Dobbins. He just took it away from the smaller Cyclone defender. And he has a first down at the Ottawa 28. Good defense, good coverage. But Dobbins just went up and grabbed that ball before it got low enough for the Cyclone defender to do something about it. Again, battle to throw. Down the sideline, that pass up for grabs. That one's going to fall incomplete. That one wasn't thrown high enough for Dobbins to have a chance at it. In fact, the Cyclone defender looked like they might have had a play to make a pick. So second down 10. Handoff goes to Kata. Kata fighting his way forward and stops shy of the first down, it appears, run out of bounds at about the 20. So it'll be third and short. Ottawa has not stopped Louisburg this evening. With the exception of one turnover, a fumble late in the first half. Utah once again, and he may not have gotten it. He's marked at about the 19, need to get to the 18 and a half. So it looks like it's going to be fourth down and 1. Under 7 minutes to play, third period. Louisburg 33, Ottawa 6. Play clock at 7 as the Wildcats break the huddle. And now timeout will be used. Timeout Wildcats with 6:40 to play in the third. They lead the Cyclones 33-6. We're back in 30 seconds. This is Ottawa High School football on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Legends of Nashville, brought to you by O'Reilly Auto Parts.
American Idol winner Scotty McCreery has a special name for his old pickup.
The truck's name is Loretta, after one of my favorites, Loretta Lynn. If you ever come through Raleigh, North Carolina, you might see a little brown truck driving around. That'll be me and Loretta.
Legends of Nashville, presented by O'Reilly Auto Parts. Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all of your car care needs. Get guaranteed low prices and excellent customer service at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Better parts, better prices every day.
Louisburg facing a 4th and 1 from the Ottawa 19. A couple of score updates. Another score for Wellsville. They now lead 33-0 over Humboldt. And at the end, or near the end of the third quarter, Central Heights and Uniontown are tied at 12. Our KOFO game of the week at KOFO.com. Fourth down and 1. Battle has more behind him. It's going to go under center this time. And the push forward gets into the 17 on the quarterback sneak. And he'll have the first down yardage. Paola and Eudora at the end of 3, 28-28. That looks to be one heck of a battle over at Panther Stadium. First and 10 at the 17 of Ottawa. Battle wants to throw. has time, throws down the field, and the pass is going to be dropped by Kata in the end zone. He was open, but he couldn't hang on. Second down, 10.
Second down, 10 from the 17.
And also, there's a penalty on that last play. A hold in the backfield. Moves it all the way back to the 31 and makes it 1st and 23. Battle. Under pressure. He's going to be sacked. Is that Adam Doran? Couldn't tell for sure, but the Cyclones sacked Battle back at the 37. It'll now be second down and about 30. Battle steps up in the pocket. He'll run it. Now he'll throw deep. He's got a man wide open, and the pass complete to Dobbins. But was he across the line? Don't move that line of scrimmage yet. He might have been across the line. And it's going to come back. Battle had crossed the line of scrimmage before he threw that football. The chain gang across the way has had a rough night. The man with the down marker moved after that play had completed, but the officials took a look. They knew where the line of scrimmage was, and it will be an illegal forward pass. And another mark-off.
Illegal forward pass against the Wildcats.
That's a 5-yard penalty, and it's a loss of down. So now, third down and 34.
Hold on the Cyclones 41-yard line.
High snap. Battle is able to bring it down, though. Now he's got to roll away from trouble. He's hit as he throws, but the pass is going to be it's going to be broken up by the Cyclones in the end zone. Fine defensive play. I would guess by the size of the defender that might have been Colin Creech, but once again can't make out the number. So Louisburg's going to bring its punt unit on for the first time tonight with 4:49 to play in the third quarter. Riles is the punter. Gets a good snap. Gets the kick away. It's a high kick. It'll hit at about the 22, roll inside the 20, and roll dead at the 14-yard line. So the Cyclones able to hold thanks to some miscues by the Wildcat offense, and they'll get it back with 4:37 to play in the third quarter. Trailing 33-6. At the end of three quarters, Tonganoxie leading Bonner Springs tonight, 42-12. Tonganoxie is Ottawa's opponent next week. 7 o'clock kickoff next Friday night. Pre-game after Friday Night Lights at about 6:40. Zion Wooden with the carry, looking to bust outside. He hits it out to around the 18, maybe the 19-yard line for a pickup of about 5. Jayhawk Lynn has taken the lead on West Franklin. Jayhawks now lead at 18-13 at the end of 3 quarters. Keeping is McCullough, sidesteps a man, has the first down across the 25 to around the 26.
7 yards on the way to the 26-yard line. That gives the Cyclones up.
Plays being signaled in from the sideline. McCullough hands it off again to Wooden, it appeared, and he has nowhere to go and is brought down for a loss back at the 24. There's an injured Louisburg player on the ground at about the 17. He will head off the field under his own power. It stops the clock with 3:25 to play in the third quarter. Ottawa facing a second down 12. McCullough works from the shotgun. Fakes into the line, drops back, looks to throw. Now he'll run it up the middle, and he'll get positive yardage out across the 30 to about the 33. Nice scramble that time by McCullough, setting up a more manageable 3rd down and 3. Single wide receiver split this side. McCullough on the keeper. He's going to be hit and dropped for no gain. Now Ottawa with the decision here. In their own territory, 4th down and 3 coming up. Fogle comes into the ball game, so Ottawa's going to punt. Well, Cyclones better hurry up. There's only 12 on the play clock. Play clock down to 6. Nobody back deep. Now Kata late. Here's a snap. Fogle's kick is away. It's a good one. It's going to take an Ottawa roll inside the 20 and roll all the way to the 10-yard line. 51-yard kick with no return. And a long field for the Wildcats with 1:36 to play, 3rd period. High school football scoreboard show tonight in 1 hour at 10 o'clock. right here on KOFO. Wildcats will come up 1st and 10 from their own 10. Cyclones blitzing. Handoff goes to Moore, and Moore gets it across the 15. Check that Kata on the carry. Picks up about 7. It'll be 2nd down and 3. Spring Hill has taken the lead on Piper. Broncos 25, Pirates 20. That's a fourth quarter score. Handoff once again to Kata, it appears. Not much there this time. Gallup maybe a yard. 3rd down short. Here it's 33-6. Louisburg is probably about enough time for one more play here in the 3rd period. Three minutes to go in the KOFO game of the week. Uniontown leads Central Heights 18-12. Crossbuck handoff, and I don't think he got to the first down sticks. That was Kata once again. Got it to the 19, but I think he needed to get to the 20. It's going to be 4th down. And that's going to be the final play. Well, wait a minute. Clock stops with 3.7 seconds. What happened here? They're asking for a different amount of time to be put on the clock. 13.7. Did Louisburg call for a timeout? And now it runs. And that will be the end of the 3rd period. At the end of 3 quarters, Louisburg 33, Ottawa 6. 4th period coming up in 1 minute. This is Cyclone Football on 1220 and 103.7 FM, KOFO.
Sports, information, and entertainment in East Central Kansas. KOFO K279CS Ottawa, where keeping you informed comes first.
At State Farm, our goal is to help people manage the risks of everyday life, recover from the unexpected, and realize their dreams. This is State Farm Agent Keith King in Ottawa. Let me help you protect what's most important to you. Give my office a call at 785-242-9435 or stop by at 111 South Main Street in Ottawa.
Medicare Part D coverage can be confusing. We can help. This is Laura from Kramer Pharmacy in downtown Ottawa. Stop in and let us help you find the best option for your needs when it comes to Medicare Part D. Kramer Pharmacy, 134 South Main, open Monday through Saturday and online anytime at kramerrx.com.
This is Walt Dengel of Dengel & Son Mortuary. We have only a short time to make arrangements and take care of countless details. We pride ourselves in directing funerals that are flawless. Dengel & Son sets the standard for funeral service.
Want to have some fun and help your friends and neighbors at the same time? Join us next Friday for the KOFO Cancer Awareness Telethon. Call in and make your pledge, and we'll let you request a song. You pay it, we'll play it, with all donations going to the Franklin County Cancer Foundation. I just hope your speakers can handle it.
Louisburg will punt on 4th and 1 to start the 4th period. Riles gets the snap. Line drive kick. Bounces at the 50. And it's going to roll inside the 40. And eventually roll dead at the 37. 44-yard kick with no return. Ottawa will have it at the 37.5, 1st and 10. Final score, Tonganoxie over Bonner Springs tonight, 49-12. Chieftains moved to 3-4 on the season. Bonner falls to 1-6. McCullough out of the shotgun, sends Navarro in motion. He gets the carry. He's got the 40, 45, and out across midfield or near midfield before he's finally brought down. He's got the first down yardage. Wellsville now leads Humboldt 40-0. That game in the fourth. First and 10 Cyclones at midfield. Zion Wooden with the carry, and Zion will get a yard, maybe a couple, out to about the Wildcat 48. Twin receivers left, single man right. Navarro in motion. This time McCullough will keep, and they smelled that and dropped him for a loss back to the 49. So a loss of 3 after a gain of 2, and it's 3rd and 11. Paola's taken the lead on Eudora 35-28. 9 minutes to play in that one. McCullough to throw. Under pressure, rolling, throwing, pass is incomplete. Intended for Creech. The Cyclone faithful wanted a pass interference penalty, but no flag. So it's 4th and 11. And Eudora comes right back and scores on Paola. They make the 2-point conversion. They lead 36-35 with just 2:18 to play. High snap. Vogel gets the kick off. It will hit and roll inside the 25 and roll dead at about the 20. Kick of 31 yards, no return, stops the clock with 9:57 to go. Louisburg on top 33-6. Let's see if the first string offense is still out there for Louisburg, and it appears they are. Wildcats have their rivalry game next week against Paola. Battle out of the shotgun. He's going to throw. He's going to throw deep. He's looking, and the pass is off the fingertips of the intended receiver, Isaiah Whitley. Ottawa had good coverage on the play. And I will tell you, if you're the Ottawa coaching staff, you're not liking that one bit. Wildcats already leading this game by 27, and they're going deep. Second and 10. Handoff. It's Kata. He's got good yardage out across the 35 and a first down to the 37. Louisburg comes up. Kind of a power eye look with the quarterback in the shotgun. Gata once again hitting the backfield, drop for a loss. That was Reese Vogel who got through there and made that tackle. Loss on the play of 4, 2nd and 14. Wellsville's beaten Humboldt tonight 40-0. They have won their 2A district in impressive fashion. Battle to throw out in the flat, has his man, catch made, and dragged down is Brandon Doles at about the 42. Check that, the 41. It'll be 3rd down and 6. Clock running, 8:16 to play in the game. Paola has scored. They lead now 43-36. A minute 27 to go in that one. What a game that must have been. Here's Battle. Around the corner, 45, 1st down at the 50. And out of bounds. Flag down. Looks like this one may come back. May have been a chop block. No, it's against Ottawa. It is a chop block, but against Ottawa. Taking guy out below the knees. Usually that's a high-low play. Waverly beat Northeast of Arma tonight 52-6. Penalty moves the ball all the way down to the Cyclone 33. Battle to throw, under pressure, screen pass out in the flat, goes to Whitley, and Whitley will get yardage down to about the 26. And don't think the Cyclones won't remember this about this time next year. There is no excuse for Louisburg running this kind of an offense up 27 with just 7 minutes to play. 2nd down a couple. Blitz being shown. Handoff goes to Kata. Now check that, that's Moore. And a pickup of 2, close to the 1st down. It was Kata, not Moore. Central Heights has retaken the lead on Uniontown. Vikings 19, Uniontown 18 with 45 seconds left. Log on to KOFO.com to catch the end of that ball game. Crossbuck, handoff to Moore. Moore's got the 1st down near the 22. And the Vikings hold on. They win it 19-18. As a huge win for Central Heights, puts them in excellent position to move into the 1A playoffs starting in week 9. Clock nearing 6 minutes to go. Louisburg leading 33-6, driving at the Ottawa 22. On the trap play, the handoff goes to Moore this time. Moore gets it to about the 21
Penalty flag on the play.
There's a flag on the play. And a holding call against Louisburg.
Holding penalty against the Wildcats.
Ten yards from the spot of the foul will push it back to the 32.5.
On the 33-yard line. Remains first down.
Going to be first down and 20 now. Battle to throw. Setting up the screen. It's open. Pass goes to Kaplinger, and Kaplinger will take it down to about the original line of scrimmage for a gain of 10. It'll be second down and about 10 to go. Battle using the play clock. It's down to 6. He's going to throw again, rolling right. He's got a man wide open, but instead goes into the end zone. Touchdown. Isaiah Whitley. That will make it 39-6 with the extra point attempt coming up. And Riles will boot it through. There's timeout on the field with 4:41 to go. And the score now, Louisburg 40 and Ottawa 6. Kickoff in 30 seconds. You're listening to Cyclone Football on KOFO.
Hey, I'm Madison Kozak. I'm a singer-songwriter from Ontario, Canada, and I'm back on air with Boot Barn.
Don't need $1 million in the bank or a better town, but I could use a little bit of you right now. I could have it all and still be missing out. I could use a little bit of you right now.
Learn more about the movement and listen to my music at bootbarn.com/backonair.
Isaiah Whitley catches a 22-yard touchdown pass from Declan Battle. Battle's third scoring strike of the night to make it 40-6. Eudora scored but missed the two-point conversion, and they fall to Paola tonight. The final, Panthers 43, Cardinals 42. Osage City beat Eureka tonight 49-6. So the Indians bounce back after their loss to Wellsville, and they will finish second in the district. No, check that. That may not be correct. I think they have to play Humboldt this next week. Riles' kick is deep and on into the end zone. Touchback. Spring Hill has scored again. Their lead over Piper now 32-20.
Yeah, he is up here.
Cyclones will have it from their own 20.
Aaron, he has a headset on, I can't.
McCullough looks to throw. Across the middle, he's got a man wide open. Catch is made at the 45 and into Louisburg territory.
He has a headset on, I can't.
That is Hayden Dury on the catch. And a good gain of 33 yards.
There's 5 minutes left. There's not really much happening. Yeah, I was like, go over to where the Andrews and tell them that the camera got
This time McCullough under center. Hands it off to Wooden, running hard across the 40, 35, still on his feet to the 30, and piles forward to about the 27.
And that's not on you. That's on him for not covering that and all that.
Marked him at the 28, another nice gain. And the Cyclones moving the football here with under 4 to play. Again, McCullough under center, power eye in the backfield. Wooden once again, hit at the line, fights forward for a couple to the 25. .3:18 to go. Busted play. McCullough will keep it himself, and he'll get positive yardage. He's to the 20. He's still on his feet. He's going to go into the end zone. Touchdown, Ottawa. So on a busted play, McCullough takes it 25 yards for the score. Vogel will try to add the extra point. Ball's down. The kick is up by Vogel, and it is good. There's timeout on the field with 3:07 to play. The score is now Louisburg 40, Ottawa 13. We'll have the kickoff for you in 30 seconds, and you're listening to Ottawa High School football on 1220 and 103.7 FM, KOFO.
Have you received an email, call, or text about winning a sweepstakes you didn't enter? Don't fall victim to the latest scams. Hi, this is Shelby from Kansas State Bank, encouraging you to protect yourself against these unsolicited attempts to take your money. Contact your financial institution immediately to protect your account if you feel you've been targeted. A reminder from Kansas State Bank, member FDIC.
Enjoy your Red Dirt Song of the Day every weekday morning at 8:55. Brought to you by Grandpa Barry's Guitars on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
80-yard drive by the Cyclones. It didn't take long at all. Noah McCullough with his second touchdown run of the night. And let's see now if the Cyclones might onside kick here, although they still trail by 27. Finals that we have: Central Heights beats Uniontown 19-18 in a wild one. Another wild one at Paola. Panthers beat Eudora 43-42. Osage City beat Eureka tonight 49-6. Wellsville shut out Humboldt 40-0. Tonganoxie 49, Bonner Springs 12. Still needing scores on Burlington, Anderson County, Linden, Centralia, Osawatomie, Ward, Santa Fe Trail, Baldwin. Still awaiting the final on West Franklin, Jayhawk, Lynn, and Piper and Spring Hill. Vogel will kick it deep. It'll be fielded by an upback by the receiver at the 15-yard line, and Kataw gets it out to the 30. 30-yard line. High school football scoreboard show comes your way tonight at 10 o'clock. on KOFO. Don't forget, our OU sports broadcast tomorrow will be soccer. Braves football is enjoying a bye week this week. So we'll have women's soccer at noon against Bethel, and the Ottawa men will play the Threshers also, that at 2:30 tomorrow afternoon. First and 10. Handoff and met in the backfield and dropped for a loss. That was Connor Heston, the running back. New quarterback is Lane Cunningham, a sophomore. 2-yard loss. Second down, 12. Cunningham working under center. I formation in the backfield. Hand off to Heston again. Gets a nice block. He crosses the 30, then tiptoes down the sideline to about the 36 where he's out of bounds. That stops the clock with 2:13 to play. Looks like there was a flag down also and a hold on Louisburg, perhaps. That actually might have been that nice block that we saw. So 10-yard mark off. Pushes it back to the 21, and it'll now be second down and 19.
Second down and 19, the Wildcats, 21.
Cunningham looks to throw out in the flat, overthrows his intended receiver. Another flag down. Yeah, that could be a hold, but it could also be a roughing. We didn't see what happened to the quarterback at the end of that play. Personal foul on Ottawa. Roughing the passer. Final score from Mound City. Jayhawk Lynn beats West Franklin tonight 32-13. Falcons still winless on the season. First down on the personal foul penalty. Officials talking things over. I believe the personal foul's an automatic first down. Cunningham hands it off to Heston. He's going to be hit and dropped for a yard loss at the 35.
Second down.
Second and 11 for Louisburg. The Wildcats are going to move to 4-3 with the win. Ottawa now will be 2-5 with the loss this evening. That will pretty much take them out of any possibility of getting a home game in Week 9. At this point, they'd like to get some players healthy for Tonganoxie next week. Handoff on the reverse, and that'll be a loss also. Ball carrier was Jackson Cush. And another yard loss. 3rd and 12 as we near the 1-minute mark.
Down to 13.
Louisburg losing a lot of time in the huddle. They'll get to the line with 6 seconds on the play clock. Heston on the carry, left side, and he'll be run out of bounds at the 40, shy of the first down, stopping the clock with 24 and a half seconds. Well, Louisburg can't really run out the time unless they pick up the first down. Let's see what they do. And timeout call for by the Wildcats. We'll take it with them. 24 and a half seconds to go. Louisburg 40, Ottawa 13. Back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Cyclone Football on KOFO.
The KOFO Sports Guide is the best way for you to follow your favorite high school or Ottawa University teams throughout the year. Football, basketball, soccer, and wrestling, baseball and tennis, track, golf, softball, and more. Pick up your free KOFO Sports Guide at Franklin County Development Council, Great Life Golf and Fitness, Advent Health Ottawa, and Furniture Loft. You can also find the KOFO Sports Guide online at KOFO.com.
Play ball!
Louisburg on 4th down and 6. Inside handoff and not enough for the first down. Might have gotten a yard. And the Wildcats will turn it over on downs. They'll have it at the 41-yard line with 18.9 seconds. I'm sure they would like to put another score on the board here. This has been a little bit chippy here. The Cyclones have had some personal foul problems, but Louisburg guilty of attempting to run up the score, passing the ball with a 27-point lead. It's Wooden, straight up the middle. Wooden breaks a tackle, breaks another one, now into the open, stiff arms a man, and he's all the way down to the 20-yard line. That'll stop the clock to move the chains. Nice run by Zion Wooden. But the Cyclones are just going to let the clock run out, it appears. They do get the play off. Wooden on the carry. And he'll be stopped after about a yard gain. And the ball game is over. Final score here from Steve Grogan Stadium. Louisburg 40, Ottawa 13. We'll wrap things up in a couple of minutes. You're listening to Cyclone Football on KOFO.
Ottawa High School is proud to partner with Kansas State Bank to sponsor the Ottawa High Student of the Week. Those recognized are chosen by Ottawa High staff for their outstanding performance in one or more areas, including academic achievement, student leadership, athletic performance, community outreach, school spirit, and overall modeling of positive behavior at Ottawa High School. The faculty and staff at Ottawa High are proud to have our community support the students in their chosen activities. Creating tomorrow's problem solvers today. That's Ottawa High School. Go Cyclones!
Your parents reached for Vicks when you were little. Now that you're a parent, Vicks Children's Botanicals Cough Syrup is what you reach for to help soothe coughs and clear mucus without drugs or high fructose corn syrup. That's because it contains natural marshmallow root and ivy leaf to help soothe coughs and clear mucus associated with hoarseness, dryness, and irritants. So look for Vicks Children's Botanicals Cough Syrup, day or night formula.
These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Fall savings inside the Home Depot means something different once you get out there doing. For example, in here, it's a wide selection of top-rated appliances. But out there, it's your home, running like a well-oiled machine. Order in store or use one-click bundling when you order online or in the Home Depot app. Shop the lowest prices of the season and enjoy free and flexible delivery on orders of $396 or more. At the Home Depot, how doers get more done. U.S. only. While supplies last, valid September 30th through October 20th.
Today on Hey Culligan, sustainability and better water. Here's Sam.
Hey Culligan, I'm really into sustainability. My clothes, my utensils, my food. But how do I get more sustainability from my water?
Super question, Sam, and the answer is an always-on drinking water system from Culligan, which helps eliminate the equivalent of 15 billion single-use plastic bottles a year.
Whoa, that's a ton of sustainability.
416,000 tons, Sam, and we're already on the way. Let us help you out with a free in-home water test with the local Culligan water expert at Culligan.com.
Louisburg beats the Cyclones tonight 40-13. They jumped out to a 13-0 first quarter lead, scoring on their opening possession, 14-yard touchdown pass from Declan Battle to Mason Dobbins. Lane Riles added the extra point attempt, and then they scored after a bad punt snap by the Cyclones, needing to go just 14 yards. Colby Kata with the 5-yard run. They added a couple of more scores in the second period on a 39-yard pass from Battle to Dobbins, a 17-yard run by freshman Ashton Moore before Ottawa got on the board. With about 7 minutes to play in the second period on a 77-yard scintillating run by Noah McCullough. But the Wildcats tacked on another score before intermission on a 9-yard run by the quarterback Battle. Scored with about 4 minutes, 41 seconds to play in the fourth period on another touchdown pass by Battle, who had 3 on the night. But Ottawa moved to 80 yards, and Noah McCullough capped off the drive with a 25-yard touchdown run. Reese Fogel added the extra point for a final of 40-13. Louisburg now 4-3 on the season. Cyclones are 2-5. They're back in action a week from tonight against Tonganoxie. Game time scheduled for 7 Friday Night Lights after the 6 o'clock news, and we'll have pregame at around 6:40 next Friday night here on KOFO. Again on senior night, the Cyclones fall 40-13. This is Gary Bateman saying so long from Steve Grogan Stadium.
Thank you for listening to this broadcast of Ottawa Cyclone football on KOFO. Brought to you by Advent Health Ottawa, CarStar, Kansas State Bank, Quality Structures, and by Sutton's Jewelry, Vive Broadband, Dingle & Son Mortuary, and